What up, guys? Ravel, what up, bud? Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're just playing some Cardfight Vanguard. How goes it? No, last week we were trying to stream some Vanguard. We got severely interrupted. What up, Zakun? And I basically need to catch back up. So last week we got to try out the Amon deck. It's good, minus a couple little problems here and there. But for a 4-attack deck, I made a dress-up Trauma IRL. Ooh, how is it? Now, at the last week's stream, we got interrupted while we were in the middle of making Night Rose. Did I ever finish? I don't even think I saved it. Oh, no, I did. Okay, cool. Phantom Invasion incoming? Oh, yeah, I saw. Arcesaria and Welstra. Obviously, we're going to play both, but, you know, Welstra's definitely my goat. We threw this together last stream. We never got to play it, so we're going to play it today. We also are going to work on Astro Poet, even though that deck's going to be pretty quick to make. What's up, Dragon's Pride? Welcome to the stream. That one's going to be pretty quick to make. It's probably going to be just a Keter pile, honestly, because besides the grade 3s and the grade 5, you don't really need much else for Astro Poet because their support kind of blows. And then, of course, we're going to do Shadow Paladin. I'm excited for that one because I used to love Shadow Paladin. OG Phantom Blaster Dragon with their new red stuff. So we threw this together. Hopefully, cross our fingers, chat. We won't have any interruptions today. So let's go get some card fights in. I'm probably not going to stay on this too long because I'm not the biggest fan of Night Rose. Not that it's bad, it's just not my style. I use this sim too. Yeah, Cardfight Connect's probably the best simulator that's out there right now. Wrong, you most certainly don't play Astro Poet as a pile deck. I said most likely. I got to look at it. From what I've read, a lot of the cards don't do much. Outside of the grade 3s and the grade 5, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot there. But we'll double check it before we actually go to build the deck. I'm not saying we play it as a pile deck. I'm just saying that like a lot of it is going to be, you know, Keter staples. But you don't play standard format. You usually play G. I miss G format. G format was probably my favorite up until the last set. I think the last set they went overboard. But did you face Aichi or Ren Icon decks yet? I've played against Aichi many times. I haven't played against Ren yet. Last weekend, Night Rose started another drama of jackass dollars causing double losses. Wait, what? That's wild. Dragon's Pride. My favorite point for Vanguard was like it was at the tail end of G, the second to last set, I want to say. I feel like the last set they made some decks that were already strong way too powerful, but right before that I felt like we were in a really good spot. Shinamon wants to use its actual cards. All right, I'll double check. All right, so we're playing. I was about to build a run right now. LOL, that's funny. We're gonna do a couple games with Night Rose since we already had it built from last stream. Then we're gonna go jump on Astro Poets and then we're gonna do a run. You go to the BCS? Normally I do, but my friends all went without me this year. Ooh, that's a lot of PGs. Let's get rid of all this. Let's go hi, good luck. And we will shuffle up. Unfortunately, Vanguard's been pretty stale for me. I haven't really found something worth like investing too much time into it. Which clan do you main in G era? Oh, I was a Kagero main all day. It's funny that you're asking about that. This is your first time here. Everybody say hi to Dragon's Prize their first time. We actually went through the whole storyline of it, either last stream or the stream before, where I actually like broke down my history of Vanguard because I've been playing since I think set 2 of the original set. Oh, I'm going first. Well then. Get rid of lazy. And then I draw a card and I get my token. So context, the guy was playing a super annoying Stall Night Rose deck and complaining opponents weren't giving him the win when time was called to getting close. That's wild. That's not how the game works, but okay. So what was I saying? Spit it out, man. Spit it out, man. Spit it out. English language. It's my opponent's turn, right? Yeah, I passed the turn. Anyway, while they're figuring out what they're doing with their life, we'll talk. So I've been playing Vanguard since damn near the game started. Kagero has always been my main clan. I swapped to Shadow Paladin after the unfortunate passing of my best friend. He was a Shadow Paladin player. I played Shadow Paladin through Break Ride format and through Legion format, switching back to Kagero when Stride came out, and I was in love with Blade Master. Dragonic Blade Master was my OG. That was my avatar. And even when Kagero struggled, I still stuck with the deck because I loved it so much. Up until we got Dragonic Blade Master Soen, or was it Cohen? And when we got Ziegenberg, that's when Kagero like shot up the ranks. And yeah, I enjoyed it. In Vanguard Zero, no, I'm talking to IRL. Vanguard Zero, I only played for a little bit. All right. Oh, we're playing in Towns. Deal. Started playing in G era and fell in love with Gear Chronicle and Chrono Fang Tiger. Then you might want to think about playing standard, because I also played Chrono Fang Tiger. I actually had a really, really consistent 12 Zodiacs deck. It was awesome. I actually won a tournament with the stacking 12. Let's go grade 2. Boop. You don't do anything until you're ridden. I don't really want to call anything just yet, so we're just gonna go battle phase. But yeah, you might want to think about checking out standard now, because we just got a set. We got new support for Gear Chronicle coming out, where it's based on Chrono's. The Chrono icon is it's new versions of Chrono's old cards, and they're actually pretty strong. The only reason to play Vanguard Zero was because COVID closed locals. As soon as locals reopened, I deleted Zero. That's funny. Sorry that our opponent's taking so long. I don't know what's going on here. What else? So yeah, I switched back to Kagero when G started. It was a struggle. Titan wasn't that great of a stride. We did have Denial Griffin, which damn near carried us. Like, they're the only reason Kagero was around at all. And Shadow Paladin had the disadvantage of needing to have at least one rearguard going into their turn to really do anything, and that was like the top deck of the game. Maybe it is Signal, I don't know. Yeah, once set, was it set 10 or 11? But they got a bunch of new Blaze support. They got our Zeroth Dragon, and of course we got Ziegenberg, and that was around the time where Kagero kind of shot up the ranks, and I was like loving it. I actually had a funny story that I both loved and damn near wanted to crash out. Mage. So it was the weekend the Ziegenberg set dropped. Tried to get as many cards as I could the night before because it was a regional the next day, and I wanted to play my Kagero deck. Do you think there's any chance Gabriel comes to standard? I have a friend of mine who wishes. Huh? Oh, whoops. That was weird. I had an extra card in hand the whole time. So I ended up with 2 copies of Ziegenberg, 4 copies of Blade Master. Like I got as much as I could, and I went undefeated up until the last round. And the last round I played against a friend of mine who was playing Dimensional Robo, and like I played the best I could, but there was no beating that dude. He was like my kryptonite. This motherfucker turned 3, legioned into Great Dayusha, swung at me with a Laurel on the board. I guarded. He hit 2 triggers, gave it all to Vanguard, pushed through, restood, swung, killed me. Did the same thing in game 2. Like the entire championship round lasted less than 10 minutes. And it was a regional qualifier that bro, I was so fucking livid. He's just like, dude, I can't even look at you right now. And every time we talk about that story, he still gives me a face. I had a friend of mine who loved Dimension Police, and he did some filth with that deck. Ew, this is gonna hurt. I might be fucked. I'm gonna have to guard this. When the Overlord got his G units, I built the deck so freaking fast. I wanted to play something different because me and Overlord just never vibed. Like I've tried almost every version of Overlord and it never did it for me. Bro, what is happening? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Houndraiser has any restrictions on grade 3, right? So there's no reason for me not to ride, right? This represents a generic monarch cannot be put in a deck. What the fuck is the marker for? My hand is so ass. Well, let's just ride grade 3, see what happens. Now, what does this do again? Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 normal units without Sentinel. From among them, reveal them, choose 1. Do your cards, put in the hand, discard the rest. Okay, so we're gonna go you, discard top 7. 1 to hand, 1 to drop. If an arrow is placed by the ability of your heart, no, we want you in the grave. What do you do? When this unit becomes hollowed, if you have a Vampire's Nightfall Crest, this unit is 5,000 power. Your drop has 10 or more cards, it gets 10,000 instead of 5,000. This unit is placed on Guardian Circle if you have a Vanguard. I mean, I could probably use the defense, right? I like facing Overlord and Vanguard 0. Base someone is actually playing dogs. Yeah, and he had a really aggressive start. So I'm kind of in trouble, y'all. I'm just gonna play this. We're gonna go battle phase. I think I'm gonna just take out the rear guards. Dog Breener Akane. The throwback. Oh! But IRL, I mean, Babs, Levy Dross, and Welshra. I kind of took a break back because after they hit Babs as hard as they did, she can still play, but it feels not good. And I went to a couple tournaments and just a couple locals and just got annihilated by the current meta. You got any music going? I had a little bit of background music. Is it low? Just a little bit of background music there. And then we'll go Marauding Shit at the rear guard. Send them into the turn with no counter blasts. That's fine. What else? If the music's too loud or too annoying, let me know. I can shut it off. Right, Basagra not doing well. I want to play Levy Dross, but I'm waiting for them to get their promo. Somebody said that it was the April's monthly promo, so it should be out. But I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing it at all on TCG Player. What the hell's our actual name? Oh, I lied. There it is. Oh my gosh, it's $22. Not even out yet. You mean somebody gotta spend $80 to play Levy Dross? Fucking kill me. Do they have one that's not foil? Hold on, give me a second, guys. Okay, it's $10. I'll probably be buying 4 of those within probably tomorrow. Or the rest of Charmnet deck. Actually, no, I'll just order it right now. I've been waiting for this card to come to Levy Dross for so long. It fixes all the problems the deck has. The promo. What does it do? I'll read it out to you just so I'm not covering up the game. Even though our opponent's kind of good doing everything, so I'll just show you. If you have a Great Theory Greater Vanguard with Levy Dross in its card name, this cost can be paid with Soul Blast 1 Destined 1 of Infinity Levy Dross. So you can either do this ability with its original cost, which I'll explain in a second, or you can Soul Blast an OG Levy Dross. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle other than during the battle phase, choose a grade 3 card with Levy Dross in its card name from your ride deck, reveal it. If you reveal the card, or if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Levy Dross in its card name, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose one card from among them, and discard it. Shuffle the deck. Then you can cost Counterblast 1, choose a card with a different card name from this unit, and grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop, call it to rearguard. So not only does it give us an early gameplay because it lets us filter through the deck for out of the top 5 to put our combo pieces into the drop, which Levy Dross desperately needs its combo pieces. You can then Counterblast 1 and call a card, or in the late game when you're low on Counterblast, you can Soul Blast an OG Levy Dross. And then its second effect is Continuous Rearguard Circle. This card can intercept from the back row, and if you have an Infinity marker in the same column as this unit, it also gets 5,000 power. So it's a 15k attacker. It's a 15k attacker, or it can intercept from the back row. It also helps fill the board. Will it make it more competitive? I think so. I mean, Levy Dross was always a good deck. It's just its biggest weakness was needing its combo pieces. Otherwise, it had no offense. So you're giving us a piece that lets us rebuild our offense, and it fixes a lot. If we have time, I will play it because I have a build on here with it, and I will gladly love to play that game. Let me order it real quick before I forget. Another reason I like G era more than the current era is the amount of power the Vanguard and Rearguard can get is ridiculous, and I hate the overtrigger. I will agree with you there. I will never be okay with the overtrigger, especially with how much deck thin is now in the current game. I'll just do this. Just up Charmnet gets 100k columns. That's disgusting. I'm just not going to guard this. If he gets a crit, he gets a crit. He gets a heal. I wish I could get a heal. $36. So remember we're at 13. So this will be 28. 38. This unit's placed if you so boom, skill gets 5,000 shield. I think I have to have 10. I don't have 10 in my drop, so I'll have to guard like that. I miss facing carry users. Remove this item. Sorry, I'm just looking at the other stuff in my cart, trying to decide if I want to just order everything now. All right, this is 38K. A lot more than I'm comfortable with. No, oh, fuck. All right, well. Also in GR, I did play Narukami a bit too. Narukami's a monster right now. Narukami just Brawlers just came to to Cardfight Vanguard, and they're beastly. All right, let's see what we got here. I got Dick All, huh? All right, so let's try the new guy. When they add Eradicators, let me know. Let me see if I'm doing this right. All right. Cost, choose one order. Hold on. I did this wrong. I'm distracted trying to talk to you guys too. Hold on. That's coming in hand. We want to discard you. Now we want to ride. Okay. So now we stride. It gets power plus 2K. Counterblast 1 when this unit. Okay, so we're gonna counterblast 1. No, I want lazy. We're gonna do our stride skill, which is call a dude to get to 2K, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go. Let's call it Negra Lazy. Negra Lazy is gonna get 2K power, and then Negra Lazy's skill is gonna be a counterblast 1. If this guy counterblast 1, choose a card from your drop, call to rear guard. When this unit is hollowed, if you have a great 3 Vanguard with Night Rose in its card name, you do not counter. Okay, so we get to call another dude. When this unit is placed by the ability of your heart with Night Rose, this cost can be paid with Energy Blast 3. When this unit is played, counterblast 1, from one of the following, draw a card. If Vanguard's great 3 choose a card from your drop, call to rear guard. Okay, so we want to call you. I should have did it in the opposite order, but it's fine. I'm gonna go skill. Blast. I'm actually going to draw because I don't have any boosters in my draw. Okay. Now we're gonna go main phase. Cost counterblast 1, turn a card from your choose a card from your drop, call it to rear guard, and it gets auto rear guard circle when your Vanguard attacks. If this unit is hollowed, stand this unit. Oh, if your opponent called a card with a hollow ability, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and retires it. All right, so I did this wrong. If you called a card with the hollow, okay, so I did this wrong, but it's fine. Your opponent chooses one of their rear guards. Okay, so let's go skill of Dragoon. Well, yeah, let's go Dragoon skill, counterblast, turn up a card. Does it have to be the same name? Stride this card in your Vanguard circle, and turn a card with the same name. Okay. Flip. We'll call the defensive guy. He gets 5K, so yeah, he's a little bit better than this card anyway. So we'll call like this. He's gonna get power plus 5K because he's hollowed. We don't have 10 in this drop, which sucks, but it is what it is. Now, what do you do again? Choose up to 1 card from among the discard. Shuffle your deck and your Vanguard slot 1,000 power. Choose a card from your drop, call to rear guard. Okay. Let's call Philander, skill, view top 5. Let's put this ghosty in the drop. I don't even know I don't even remember what this ghosty does. That just makes perfect. Also, hello Zaf. What's up, Imagine? Welcome to the stream. At the beginning of your guard step. Okay, so we'll play the order. We'll call this guy back. And it gets 5,000 power. Okay, there we go. How many cards do we have in our drop now? Does it bind itself? This can be played from drop. I forgot that it can be played from drop. So yeah, it does bind. Yeah, I shouldn't have saved that. All right, this is as good as I'm gonna get right now, and this does not look good. Oh yeah, I'm hype as fuck. New Estacion near the end of the year. Yeah, I know Estacion's gonna be beautiful. All right, We're gonna go 28 to Vanguard. Now let's take out the rear guard first. These heal triggers need to go crazy. All right, then I'm gonna go swing, skill, stand. All right, triple drive. First check, nothing. Second check, come on. Third check. All right, so I lose. That's cool. Because I'm pretty sure I have no heal triggers left. I have one there, one in hand, none in damage. I also took 5 damage and got 0 damage triggers. When you played in G era, did you ever go against Chaos Breaker? Of course I did. Fuck Chaos Breaker. I didn't see him as much in actual like G, but he was still pretty annoying. Alright. Now in end phase, you retire, you countercharge, you retire, you go back to the G zone. And then skill of Night Rose, which is discard the top 3 cards of deck. 1, 2, 3, and I can call a dude from the drop, right? Discard 3, and you may call that retired card to rearguard circle. So it has to be this guy. When this unit, actually no, hold on. How does it work with Negro Lazy? If I would have called Negro Lazy hollowed again, would he retire and countercharge again? Like, do I get to pick what I get called? What gets called? This unit becomes hollowed. You may have it become hollowed if you do retire at the end of turn. Skill, counterblast. We want to call this guy because extra defense. And then skill, he retires, and I countercharge. All right, and that's my turn. And how many do I have in drop now? 13. All right, so he has extra shield. I don't know if what I just did was legal. Let me know if I fucked that up. All right, give me a second. I just gotta read something. Plus X plus O until X is the number of counters on kit. Remove. That's good when you are ready for September, October. You know, Estacion is one of the newer decks that I really fucking like, so I'm pretty happy it's gonna be really good. I'm hoping the announcement for Vanguard does simulate release though. Oh, simul release? Yeah, I doubt it. They never do that. Oh my god, I just realized I was just missing mad power. I was supposed to have plus 5k to my front row. I feel like you draw a card. It's 2 life. Maybe I'll keep you maybe 2 life. Oh, that's good. Sorry guys, while I'm on TCG Play, I'm ordering cards for me and my girl. Even though she's been beating my ass. Pal World, their new TCG has a Pal World has a fucking TCG now? Why? And they made a post saying how it's very important in this day and age to have a card game. I mean, I guess. Then who don't do that? Even though that is good. What TCG you ordering? I'm ordering for Vanguard and for Magic the Gathering. So I'm ordering my Malrums for my Levy Dross deck, and then I'm ordering some cards I need for Magic. Like I said, guys, as much as I love Vanguard, it has been stale, but I have been loving Magic way more than I probably should, and yeah. I don't mind the wait for English releases. Oh, do you remember Buddy Fight? Of course. All right, Buddy Fight's a whole nother animal. There's only one deck in all of Buddy Fight I actually enjoyed, and I liked it because maybe it's because I came from Yu-Gi-Oh as a TCG player, but there was a Buddy Fight deck that lets you use your opponent's resources to play your stuff. It was a Danger World deck. What the fuck was the actual name of it? I do not remember, but like you would use your opponent's gauges to pay for your cost. It was fucking hilarious. And I remember that was the only deck somebody handed to me. I played it and I was absolutely fucking in love. All right, we don't need you. I don't think we need you either. Godpunk, that's the one. Vigilance, lifeline at the beginning of your upkeep. Oh, why is that so good? Nope, that's going in the cart. For those of you that speak Magic, so my girl plays cats and dogs as a new deck I got her. Feldar Sovereign I just found. It's a cat. Has Vigilance and Lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 40 or more life, you win the game. I'm going to buy that for her. I mainly use 5th Omni Dragonlord deck. Didn't that deck just hit like a truck? Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright. You... Tetrasymbiosis. It's hot. Like a bajillion degrees today. Creature put them into your hand, but the rest of the library. Creatures you control get +2. Do I like that for a 4-drop? He's still in main phase. Did our there? Sorry guys, I haven't been paying attention to the fact that he still hasn't done anything. I might just leave this match because he's like eating up all our stream time. I'm gonna give him a second to answer. If you don't answer, I'm just gonna leave. Okay, there he goes. You know what? Did you update your Bavs? I did, but it's just not doing well for me. I need to keep tweaking it. Like online, it's done amazing for me, but like in actual playing, I got my ass kicked every time I played it. Like I've grinded. I like the deck can grind, but it struggles to close out a game. Dogs for the win. Oh, well, that's game. Ooh, GG. But that was taking way too long. Exit. Not gonna lie, don't like this deck. But that was only game 1. Let me try one more. Alright, so I'm not gonna order my cards yet. Just because I want to see if I can pick any of them up at home. Because I'm probably gonna go to my local game store today. And if I can, that would make things so much easier. How is this saving me? Oh, I see. Alright, but I only need 1 Tetrasymbiosis, so why does it want me to get 2? Alright, let's bottom deck the triggers. Keep the rest. Good luck. On the bright side, we're not going first this time. I can try the Prayer Dragon build. Yeah, no Trick Moon boost anymore. Well, I'm playing the Prayer Dragon build that plays well, it's not Prayer Dragon. I haven't tried that yet. It's the build I'm playing right now plays a new Virina to be able to search Trick Moon and it searches Trick Moon and Verilord. So like getting them is easy. It just you realize without all the extra power how much cards like Yukima Shot actually suck. I know that sounds like a crazy take. So we're gonna discard, we're gonna ride, we're gonna get our thing, we're gonna draw 2 cards. Alright, and then we're just gonna go straight to battle phase. Swing. Drive checky. Ooh, never won. We didn't see him at all last game. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted if you have a Vanguard. He's one of our main draw cards, right? If you have a Vanguard with Night Rose, cost or tie this unit, draw a card. Just boosted if you have a crest. Okay, so I can use this before turn 3. So that'll be nice. Grey Dragon Bell is basically the grade 2 that searches Trickstar when you just make an R's with 40k shield every turn. Huh. That sounds interesting. Rs Arena with a 40k shield every turn. Can you explain how that works? Or if you could send me the build so I can look at it. Alright, we'll take this. Guard okay. Oh, I didn't realize we're up against Brazel. And of course you got the crit. At least I got that. $28, so I can't even guard with that in my hand. Love it. Yeah, the grade 1 booster, Samuru, I feel is really needed. Yeah, I could see that. I didn't want to have to play that card, but we might be forced to. I don't want to discard any of this. I guess the best bet is Twin Cast. My hand is kind of mid. Alright, we'll call Ransack Shade. And we'll call Negrabone. Battle phase. Let's take out Riffastore. Drive check. Ransack. This unit boosts a grade 3 or greater with Razor's card name. Kind of last one if you do put this unit to soul. Does he have anything that I need to be fearful of? Severus can be annoying, but he can basically only call a grade 1 and a 0 if I attack, or a grade 2 and a 0. Yeah, I'll swing. Yeah, I want the draw. Alright. 1 Trickstar, 10k shield, so you get 60k shield free every turn with that shield. Oh. I see. Oh, because you just grab Trickstar on Sunday. I got you. Man, I need a shave. I think I need a haircut in general, especially with the heat. Why is he gaining power? Oh, just having Razel. That's cute. Alright, what do you do if you discarded? You make a cost 1 kind of less, right? That's what I expected. He's probably gonna give us from 5k for a soul last 1. Let's just eat the Vanguard tag. Why do people do 1 at a time? Word. I'll take that. If you do, put this unit at the end of turn. Okay. He's just doing all this to draw cards. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. At the end of that, this unit boosted if this unit was placed on rear guard. Okay. My turn. Cool. Goes to soul. Yay. Alright. That OT saved my life. So how do I want to do this? Alright, let's get rid of... This guy says if when it's discarded from hand while riding a grade 3 from the ride deck or paying the cost to stride, draw a card. So we'll discard this, we'll ride. Boom. Now we're gonna go skill with the top 7 for a Soul Blast 1. Come on. You top 7. 1 goes to hand, 1 goes to drop, right? 7 cards. Choose 2 normal units without Sentinel for a moment. Reveal them. Choose 1. Reveal cards point to hand. Discard the rest. So let's add. I don't want to add any of this at the beginning of your. All right, we'll add this to hand, and we'll put Negro Lazy to drop. Shuffle, 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 and then we'll use the grade 3 skill to draw a card, and then we'll discard for stride. Let's discard. I want to save this so I can grab Night Rose. I guess we can discard this. And we'll stride into the new guy. Scale this makes my heart cost 1 less. So now my heart's ability. I'm going to call a dude from the drop. Discard Englow for a draw, then reduce the counterblast usage by discarding order. What's up, Imagine? You're reading my mind, bud. Now, if I can call this, I can Energy Blast 3 with it. Also, this gets Power plus 2. Energy Blast 3. To call Negro Lazy. Negro Lazy skill, Counter Blast 1. Call another dude from the drop. We'll call Negro Bone. Now, how much power do you get? I figure when this unit becomes hollowed. Okay, so you're gonna get 5k because you're hollowed. And you're gonna countercharge. Okay. And you also get 2k because of Night Rose's skill. Alright, when your Vanguard with Ghost units card is placed, okay, at the beginning of your guard step, put this card into your drop. Okay, so I can call this now. Okay, cool, cool. What'd I do wrong? What'd I do wrong? What'd I do wrong? Don't say uh-oh to me. You made the same mistake as oh, because the fucking new Vanguard can call stuff. I forgot. Son of a bitch. Whatever. It's just gonna be 2k weaker. That's annoying. I did make the same mistake. Fucking son of a bitch. What's the name of the website you're playing on? What's up, Z King? This is Cardfight Connect. So that's what we're gonna restand. That's gonna be that. My front row's gonna gain 5k power because we have a face-up G unit. And then we're gonna call this guy because he can bluff in the back row. All right, so battle phase. We're gonna go 28 Vanguard. Professor is not really scary as a rear guard by itself. All right. We're gonna go swing, skill, restand. Okay, triple drive. 1, 2, a heal trigger that goes off. We love that. We'll put the 10k here. And third check. 1 damage. Alright, now we're gonna go 23 to Vanguard. Easy 5k guard for him. I'm okay. Oh, he's gonna use the divine skill. He's only got that's the only crit he's got in his graveyard, so 30k, another easy guard, another crit going to grave. Okay. And then we're gonna go to end. This is gonna come off. This is going to die in countercharge. This is going to die and draw me a card. This is going to die, and then skill. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna call back Shade. Wait, is he the one? I can use him to call another dude from drop for a counterblast. No, he's not the one I want. I want Lazy back. Because we'll call out Lazy skill, counterblast. We'll call back the defensive one, which is going to be Marauding Shade. And then he's gonna die because of hollow, and he's gonna countercharge. There we go. I think I did it right this time. Wait, what's the one that retires itself? Oh, because I can use this, retire itself. Okay, I got it. Rose disgusting deck. I really hate it, and the new cards are way too overtuned for the toxic strat. What do you mean overtuned? It's taking me a minute to get caught up on everything. I get what I can do with the grade 1. I'm gonna retire the grade 1 and give myself 10k for a battle, and then I can use Night Rose's ability to bring it back. Which means I'll be able to use it as a 10k shield for multiple turns. For multiple battles, I meant. Alright, so he's going full tilt. He's doing Divine Skill now. Interesting to go for everything now when he's only at 3 damage. I probably would have waited another turn. I would have waited till I can use all my abilities. Well, consider yourself lucky you have no clue about Rose and the drama it has caused the past week in the Vanguard community. I actually do know. One of our chatters was actually talking about it today. So hold on, power plus 2k. This unit is put on Guardian Circle if you have how many cards do I have in Soul? And drop 12, so this would get a 10k shield. Alright, so we'll guard. Skill, power plus shield plus 10. Nice. Alright. Ability plus 10k. Ability 1, 2, 3. Play it back out. And then we'll guard. Lander. I mean, I feel like I'm doing things this game, but then again, we also got an OT, so we should be a lot higher on damage, but we got lucky. All right, so he's gonna call 2. The worst thing is that the Rose stuff is created by players in my locals and has spread to Asia, so I truly understand everyone's dislike for it more than anyone. That's funny. All right, he's putting that into Soul. And now he's going to call Rifisto back from the drop. You definitely should have waited till you had more damage, because this has no guard restrict, doesn't have much extra power. Okay, cool. You're doing top 7 to fish for a raise AL. Okay. This doesn't gain any extra power. By the way, you can put one of the 3 discarded cards from Night Rose ability back from your crest effect, so that you can send a trigger to the. Wait, what? When the 3 goes the same way, choose a card from among the. Oh, okay. I'll remember that for next time. Here we go. There's a heal trigger. I ain't never scared. Front trigger. All right, we take 1 damage. Wait, what's this?
All right. Was that my drive check from last turn? No, right? 58. We'll take that. And then we'll guard the last one. Hold on. No, that's not supposed to be there. What happened there? Oh, that was my drive check from last turn. And then we'll perfect guard this. And discarding you because we don't need you. All right, and then this goes to soul. Cool. All right. I have made a boo-boo. I forgot to search out Night Rose. Sorry, I'll do that this turn. All right, let's not fuck this turn up this time. Right? So, skill, our cost gets reduced, so we get to call a dude from the drop. We'll call Ransack Shade. Ransack Shade's ability, Energy Blast 3. We'll call Philander back this time for big number. He's going to get 5k, and then he's going to get 2k. Now we're going to go main phase, skill, Counterblast 1. We'll call another. We'll call this girl so she can restand. Skill, Energy Blast 3, top 7. Let's dump a Philander. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. She gains 5k, right? Yep. And then I get to call a dude from the drop. I'll call Necrobone. Good. And now, if your opponent's mana is grade 3 or greater, and if you have 10 more cards in drop, so she's gonna get another 10k on top of this. And then because I have 2 face up, my front one's gonna get another 10k power. I'm gonna go. Actually, I lied. Another 5k power. There, I flip one. I feel like I'm gonna regret not playing this to search out Night Rose, because I think I already have a Night Rose in the drop. I do. I don't know what my other Night Rose is. Should go for the sure thing, right? Yeah, I should. No, I should. I should. Yeah, discard a card. Discard. Oh wait, I discard this card. Whoops. I thought I had to call it. Search your deck or drop for 1 grade 3 Night Rose. All right, so I'm gonna grab the one from grave. You don't need to call anything. You can still play order from drop to mill 1 from the top. All right, so these are supposed to be bound. The order binds itself. That's what. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong effect. I'm so. So wait, what does it do in the drop? Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from one, then discard it, shuffle the deck, Vanguard gets 5k. Choose a card from your drop, call it. Okay. So, go. View top 7. Play nothing, because I don't want to mill out anymore, because I'm already hurt. My deck's already hurting. And we're going to give our Vanguard 5k. Never done anything positive in any of the iterations. Okay, so we're going to go battle phase. We're going to go 40. This is going to get 10k power. We're going to go 40 to Vanguard. Alright, that happened. Now, how much Counterblast does Ride Night Rose need? Counterblast 1 and retire 2 Ray Guards. Okay. Alright, sounds good. You mean GB, not Night Rose? Night Rose has no. Wait, what'd I miss? Restand. Triple drive. First check. Second check. Critical. Let's actually do 10k and crit here. Third check. He's gonna take 1 damage. It's a heal. Now I don't feel bad. By GB, I mean Grand Blue is... Oh, yeah. Now we're going to go 40 to Vanguard. Got to make my opponent retire one. $43. All right, and then he's probably going to take this to get his effects on. But we want to get him to 4 now because we're going to try to push for game next turn. All right. And then this retires. I draw. And this retires. And that's my turn. I guess I did okay. I don't like how low my deck is, but it is what it is. Be right back, guys. I'm going to grab a snack. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be that loud. It's because the windows are open. If I can make it through this turn, I have a legitimate chance. But this turn's going to be rough. He still has 5 crits in deck. $25, $35. One, two, three. So I'm gonna call this guy back out. I'm gonna bomb deck this. Hey, bomb decks. And we're gonna guard. Yeah. Yeah. We're chilling. That's most likely a crit. This can intercept, even though it has no shield. Interesting. I'm going to intercept with it just so he has to attack my Vanguard if he wants to. But we're going to prep a card here. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so we're going to prep a card here. Discarding a Rotting Shade, and we're going to intercept so that way you can't just swing at my Vanguard and kind of Life Starve me. This is why I do all the power before the battle phase. Like, you don't need to sit there and calculate it all if you know what's going to happen. But then again, I guess it's getting the 5k from thing. from Reza Alvito. Again, why do they do one at a time? I'm gonna guard this just so I can take the last attack. 68. So one trigger is not gonna do anything. Damn, he just did not hit a trigger. But that means all of his crits are in deck still. Which means he's probably gonna hit the miracle. Alright. Let's do it. Discard Night Rose. To ride Night Rose. Oh. Night Rose effects. My last one. Calling the new guy. New guy effect. Energy Blast 3. Alright, this guy's good because of the fact that he can do that. We'll call another Philander. So he's gonna get hollowed. He's gonna get 5k and 2k. And then we're gonna call this guy too. So he's gonna have power plus 5k. We're gonna go skill, discard. We're gonna add back. I'm gonna add back you, and then we're gonna go. Where's the order? Reveal. We're gonna bind it. Top 5 to mill 1, or I can call a card from the drop and it's gonna gain 5k. So we're gonna call a card from the drop. So this is gonna get 10k and 5k. So you have power plus 10k, you have power plus 10k and 5k, and you have power plus 10k. I probably could have called that a little bit better because I don't think I need my rear guards to be that big, but it's okay. I mean, not rear guards, my Vanguard. And then our front one's gonna get 20k. All right, them's numbers. We're gonna go battle phase. I think I'm gonna boost the first set of attacks. Because, you know, triggers for the last set. Okay. Trigger count. We still have we only have 3 crits left in deck, so that might be a mistake, but we'll see. Ride shenanigans, go card is terrible, mill, go into Legion to all turns. Alright, so that's 10k shield there. That's 10k shield there, because it only gives 5k, right? Yeah, and then when you get the third one, that's 10k. Still need another 25k to guard. Good numbers. Congratulations. $58. Wait, what? What'd you just do? Alright, I guess. Now we're gonna go counterblast, skill, counterblast, retire, retire. Let's call, which one has the biggest power? This is gonna get 10k, this will get 5k, so we'll call these guys. All right, they're the biggest ones, all right. Yeah, no, they are the biggest ones. So 10k, so these are 40ks. All right, so the PG and the Vanguard. 1 critical, 10k crit. 2, 3. Okay. He's probably got another PG for this one. I think we're gonna lose by deck out. That's gonna be unfortunate. He's got a lot of crits in deck, so this is probably gonna. If he takes this, it's probably gonna get him. He's probably gonna hit the miracle. 28. Needs another 15. Right there. All right, that's it. Oop. 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 All right, put me to sleep. I do have a PG for one of the attacks, but I don't think I can handle 5 attacks, especially if he can Persona Ride, which he cannot. So that, I mean, that helps a little. But how much can we even take? We have to draw for turn. We need at least 4 cards left in deck at the end of turn. Be able to even swing with our Vanguard. We want to be able to swing with everything. I don't think we can count less. We can take a single damage, right? Draw 3. That's 4. So we can take 1 damage. If we want to still be able to stride, we can take 1 damage. But I don't think I have enough guard to block everything. We'll try. We'll see what happens. He's deck thinning. Also, how is the match still not over? Because it's Night Rose and fucking Razale. It's this long ass fucking game. But I think I'm done with this deck after this. I gotta have these little bit shitty 5Ks. I mean, I might have enough guard. The scary part's gonna be trying to limit it to 1 damage. I guess it doesn't super matter. Yep, he still has 4 crits and 2 heals in deck. Yeah, he's gonna leave that on top, so that's a trigger. So we have to guard for a no pass on the Vanguard. And he has plus 5k. Yeah, because he has a Razale in the soul. So we'll guard the Vanguard no pass, we'll perfect guard Gabrielius, and we'll have to take Rifestor. And pray we don't get too fucked. There's the crit. Because Rifestor gets what, 10k when he swings? When this unit attacks, if you upgrade it, it gets 5,000 targets, and so it'll be 35, 45. It'll be 50. Yeah, I definitely can't guard that. Oh, we'll just do this. All right, and then we'll have to take the last 2. But boy, am I in trouble. No triggers in deck. Fuck it. Call and call. How many cards do I have face up? So my front row gains 25. My back row gains 10k. We're just gonna swing. All right, that's sucks, unfortunately. Damn. All right, well, that's game. $54. He saw all 4 PGs. He saw all 4 PGs. This guy saw all 4 PGs and his OT. What the fuck? That's a package you can run to mitigate deck out, but it sounds goofy. Severin and no, I should have had more cards in deck, but I forgot that when you mill 3, you're allowed to put one of the cards back. So I should have 3 more cards in deck. Which I then would have been able to stride into big Night Rose, and I would have won. All right, fuck this deck. All right, on to the next one. Let's go look at Astro Poets real quick. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is probably the one I'm least excited about. But I said we're gonna work on it, so. Oh god. Sorry, my allergies have been going crazy. Alright, so when this unit's placed from the drop by the okay, so hold on. Let's get our red line. So this is our grade 1. This is our grade 2. This is our grade 3. Bless you also, Ren ready now. See, I'm more excited for Ren. Alright, where is the grade 0 for why does that not come up as a Shin card? This one, right? Yep. It says icon right on it. Alright, let's look at our actual support. So, for you guys that don't know what this guy does, when this unit is placed by routing from a grade 0 card, reveal a grade 3 card with Shinamon from the ride deck. Until the end of this fight, you could not ride grade 3s without a Shinamon icon, and you could have extra planes. I think that's dumb that you need it like that, but whatever. When this unit is rode upon by a grade 2 card with Shinamon icon, you may put this face down card as your astral plane gauge. If you do, Soul Charge 1. When this unit is rode upon by a grade 3 with Shinamon icon, the top 3 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it into your hand, choose 1 card from among them, put it into your soul, put the rest of the bottom of your deck in order. Okay. Hey Yuri, welcome to the stream. Pan of New Style is the grade 0. Yeah, I got it. Gleaming Lord Uranus. The normal rare of this card from a grade 3 with a Shinamon icon and a different card name from this card also become a persona ride. Your back row center circle becomes an astral plane during your turn. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater and you have 3 or more astral plane gauges, all of your front row units get 5,000 power. From what I can tell, that's hold on. Active Vanguard circle once per turn. Cost Soul Blast 2, choose 2 cards from your drop, choose a card from among them. Place it face down as your astral plane gauge. Choose a card from among them, call it to rear guard. Can we get 3 gauges on turn 3? Or is that only because like the ride line gives us 1 and Uranus gives us 2. When this unit is placed from the drop by the ability of your card with a Shinamon icon, if all of your rear guards have different card names from this card, Counter Blast 1, call this card to rear guard. This is ass. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted Soul Blast 2, return this unit to hand. You have a Vanguard with Shinamon icon that gets 5,000 shield. This card is just god awful. Counter Blast 1 to call a grade 1, and then a Soul Blast 2 to get a shield back. No, that's terrible. What about this one? When this unit is placed on rear guard, if your Vanguard is Shinamon icon, with the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 non-sentinel card with Shinamon icon from among them. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. You reveal the card, choose a card from your hand, and put it into the soul. This card is also awful. All right, Auspicious Light. I think this is the only good one. Auto, when this unit is placed on rearguard circle from hand, if your Vanguard has a Shinamon icon, Energy Blast through the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to one grade 3 or greater card with Shinamon icon from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle the deck. That's still wildly mediocre. Auto, rearguard circle, when this unit attacks, if your grade 3 or greater Vanguard has a Shinamon icon, this unit gets 5,000 power. It's horrible, but it's all we got. Is a reusable 15k shield every turn? I guess if there's nothing better, I would play her. I wouldn't say that's good, Ellen, because you have to use a Counterblast 1 and a Soul Blast 2 every time you want to use that. There's so much more we can do with other. Also, this is a really good card, dude. The deck barely uses CB. Yeah, but we could use that CB for other cards too. You also need Gifted Bear 2. It searches the entire deck. Gifted Bear. Which one are we talking about? Because Deputized Bear here only searches the top 7. Alright, what the hell does this thing do? You can ride it. It does the cool thing. It comes. When this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, if your other unit with the same name as this unit was not placed this turn, choose a card from your drop and put it face down as your Astral Plane gauge. Okay. Then, if you have 4 or more Astral Plane gauge, Counterblast 1, draw a card. The deck spends no CB, and it's a Genesis deck. Soul is free. If you say so. I just know there's other orders and other rear guards that we can play that would make better use of a Counterblast 1 and a Soul Blast 1 than a 15k shield. How does it check the whole deck when it only checks top 7? You have both of those in abundance, LMAO. This deck has one other for CB and being and the draw luck to turn 4. Continuous Vanguard, your back row is an Astral Plane. Auto Vanguard Rearguard, when this unit when a card revealed for the drive check of your giant deity of distant worlds is put into the soul, this unit gets 2,000 power. Right. Because the drive checks of the grade 5 put them all in the soul. You're thinking of this like a pile deck. I'm just thinking of what's good in Keter. A reusable 15k shield is okay. When this card is put into the deck from Astral Plane, when your card is put into the deck from Astral Plane, put this card in the soul, draw a card. Okay, so obviously we like this guy. He's gonna help us get to our five planes, and he's gonna help us get into more draw. Now, where is the big guy himself? Why is he not coming up? Oh wait, is it not a Keter card? Did they really do it like that? Yep, they did. How many of this guy should I be playing? You don't ride Asterios, you call it as a rear guard to get more gauges. I got you. Set order. Let's 4 copies. Okay. All right. I'm gonna trust y'all, but I'll be real with y'all. Neither of these cards are good. I guess that this being a grade 1 is nice because it can search any of these dudes, but is there an order for the deck that I don't know about? I hope not. Valkyrian can mill a Valkyrian, get 5 drive checks. You have Valkyrian and drop to revive. I got you. I understand. I also did not realize this was a Genesis deck. That's cool. So what do we have for Genesis support that can help us? That's Minerva specific. Your Shinamon specific. When this unit is rode upon by a card with only Genesis as a clan. Boring as it sounds, in a dual lord is another means to reach Valkyrion. I mean, I'm not surprised. That's not boring at all. That's what I would have done in the first place. This unit is rolled upon. Jesus Christ, there's so many vanguards. At the end of the day, it's all Minerva support. There's no Genesis support. The Minerva card that got limited to 1? Which one? Because all I'm seeing is cards that are specific to Minerva. Play 1 copy of Realm, or however you spell it. What's the card that got put to 1? And this unit is put on Guardian Circle. Yeah. If the loops PG, it loops PGs and can spend some excess counterblast. What the fuck card are we talking about? That can loop PGs? To the drop, if you have look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to it. That's if you ride it. Put into the soul. When this card is rode upon, they're all on ride effects. So which one are we talking about? Well, while you guys tell me that, I'll start putting triggers in. I do like this. This thing's cute. I feel like I'm gonna be hurting on like I feel like I should be playing draws, but I do not know. Move the clan filter and type Genesis on the bar. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me finish my triggers before I forget. I like the Shadow Paladin. So you said get rid of this. It's not the Genesis clan, it just supports Genesis Vanguards. It doesn't refer to itself as Genesis, so take note of that. Okay. This one, right? When this unit is placed on rearguard other than during the battle phase, if you have a Vanguard with only Genesis for its clan, Counterblast Soul +1, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, and reveal it. Call it to rearguard. It is a unit card and gray less than or equal to your Vanguard, and discard it if not. Okay. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. If you have a Vanguard with only Genesis for its clan, 2 rearguards in the same column as this unit into the soul. Choose a card from your drop with only Genesis for its clan and put it into your hand. That is really good. That is definitely going in. Also, it's a double rare, grade 1. And what's this? This one's for Minerva. When this unit is placed on rearguard, choose a non-sentinel normal unit from your drop. You may put it on top of the deck. Minerva. I think Minerva. What the fuck? Yeah, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with only Genesis for its clan. Reveal it, put it into your hand. If you do not reveal a card, choose one of your Vanguards that gets 5,000 power. This actually isn't terrible. It is. Never mind, it's a grade 3. It's awful. You could run the new going second Blitz order. That's the Nationalist card, right? Is it in here? I don't think it's on here yet. Evergreen Transfer. It's not a Keter card, right? I'm not crazy. Forefront Aura Flame. The Blitz order given to every nation, so you'll find it in Keter. Okay. If your Vanguard is less than your opponent's Vanguard, the ability can be played with ignoring the grade. Move this card, choose a unit being attacked, it gets 15,000 power, and perform all of the following. You went second, and you do not have a Persona Shield ticket in hand by the ability of a card with the same name as this card this fight, put a Persona Shield ticket into hand. Until end of turn, you can play an additional order and cannot play orders other than Persona Shield tickets. Your opponent's Persona roll this turn and choose a unit being attacked. Gets 5,000 power to end the battle. Your opponent's Vanguard is grade less than it. You can play this ignoring the grade. Move this card, choose a unit being attacked. Okay, so wait. So if you're at grade 1, your opponent's at grade 2, you can still play this, and you want a card with it. I guess I'll try it. I like defensive cards. Yeah, that's Tefball odds are. Yeah, no, I found it. So, I don't know if you guys asked me about my opinion on cards like this. Well, I get how it's supposed to work. Making so you can only have 2 in the deck is crazy. This is not what I want for a defensive mechanic for Vanguard. I've been saying for a long time that Vanguard needs more defense, especially with how offensive the game is. We need a mechanic that we all have access to, regardless of. Not saying make it unlimited, but make it something that doesn't affect deck space. That's why G guards were so good, because every deck has heal triggers in it, and you have to discard a heal trigger. So you didn't always have it, but every deck had it. You know what I mean? Players are dismissing these blitz, but their free Persona tickets makes a huge difference. Problem is, there's no space for good decks, and I still don't think it helps much. I don't either. We need something from outside the game that can balance the game. You know what I mean? The new grade ones will make tickets. The new grade ones that make tickets are also available. I didn't know there was grade ones that made tickets. Nationless. I need a trigger unit. I want to read this guy. This kind of when this unit is placed on the astral plane, you have 5 or more astral plane. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, discard it, and shuffle the deck. You discard a Keter Sanctuary card. This unit gets drafted. Okay, so this card cannot be chosen when this card is not on an astral plane. It gets retired. So if I call this and it swings, what happens to it? Choose a card from among them. Call it to rear guard. Hold on, let me read the astral plane. Grade is ignored when calling on an astral deity. At the end of your turn, put the unit on. Okay, so red OT is probably going to be the best one, because we could potentially get 10 drive checks in a single turn. There's a huge chungus that back row drives. I gotcha. All right. Now, what are we talking about? Persona Shield tickets? Is it grade 1 that does it too? The shield is placed on rear guard from deck or hand. If you do not put a Persona Shield ticket into hand this turn, perform one of the following. Reveal a card with Persona Ride from your ride deck and put a Persona Shield ticket into the hand. If you have a Vanguard Persona Ride, put a Persona Shield ticket into hand. You may play a Persona Shield ticket, cost a less one, move this unit to the Guardian Circle. Okay, I like that. Not even gonna pretend I don't like that. That's actually pretty solid. And you guys said Soul is free in this deck, so what's this? What the fuck is this card? Oh, it's the Keter, the new Keter Dragon Empire card. When this unit is placed on rear guard from hand other than during the battle phase, perform one of the following. Counterblast 1, put a Persona Shield ticket into hand, and you get, when you play a Persona Shield ticket, choose a unit being attacked. That unit has 5,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. What the fuck? Anyone probably doesn't run them, but those grade 1s are very good. Can I ask why we wouldn't run them? The deck has so much space because the amount of Shinamon icon cards is pretty low. Cost, retire 1 other rear guard. Choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or greater rear guards and retire. That's actually not bad either. It's either a Combat Blast 1 for a ticket or a retire a rear guard to retire one of your opponent's rear guards. I do like the defensive skill that it gives you too. When you play a Persona ticket. When this unit attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5,000 power until end of battle. If you have a Vanguard with only 1 clan, it gets 5,000 power until end of battle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or greater instead of grade 3 or greater. Wait, what? When this unit attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5,000 power until end of battle. If you have a Vanguard with only one clan, it gets 5,000 power until end of battle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or greater instead of grade 3 or greater. That last part's weird. Shinamon calls from the drop rather than from the deck, so you have to normal call them for it to work. Yeah, but that also means we have an early game, because right now there isn't much of one. Besides this grade 2, this grade 1 that searches top 7, there's like no early game here. Look at the top 3. I guess this one choose a grade 3. I do like that the grade 1 searches any Shinamon card, but this one only grabs grade 3s. What the fuck? Oh yeah, we just talked about that. I kind of want to try this too. But you know what? I'm probably going to regret this just because there's so many shieldless cards in this deck. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's throw in a couple of these. We still have one more spot. Okay. I just want to say, if I don't like these cards, I reserve the right to take them out. You could drop Archstarter 2 and make room for the Ace unit. I do like the Ace unit. That's not much energy spent. I will make that change. I do like that change. Valkyrian can mill a Nebula order and give 3 drives, then you can activate it. That's cool. I do like that. That sounds sick nasty. I don't like that you can't get your drive text till turn 4 minimum, right? The high amount of big grade cards is also why Astria is important. Because you need extra defense, I get it. Ugh. Because you need 5 gauges to be able to do his move, right? To be able to get his drive checks. That's kind of bad. I guess they made it so you wouldn't deck out as fast, but still. That's what, ideally turn 4 that you'll be able to get your drive checks? You want Valkyrian to find a grade 3 or grade 5 minimum, so having Astera as a reusable shield every turn compensates for shieldless cards. I guess that makes sense. Oh, it's night. I'll go first. Alright. Bottom deck. Bottom deck. Oh shit. Yeah, about the shooting boost if you have a Vanguard with only Genesis or can put 2 regards in the same colonization. I'm gonna keep the rest of this. Now they did overbalance this deck. That is fair to say. It's because this deck was stupid OTK. Alright. Alright. So we'll start off by getting rid of Valkyrian to ride. And now I can have Astral Planes. That's it. That's all it does. Alright. Yeah, I'll just pass. I got it, Ellen. I figured that out already. Put 2 rear guards in the same column into the soul. Choose a card from your drop. Put only Genesis for its clan. Put it to hand. I just realized I could do something. Like, I get recycling a PG with this, but I could also add back Valkyrian to have discard fodder for turn 3. That actually sounds kind of nice. Oh, Shadow Paladin. That's our next project. You would get a critical trigger first ride. Alright, we'll discard one of these grade 1s. We'll ride. Now, what the fuck do you do when I get grade 2? You become an astral plane gauge, right? Alright, so gauge. No, how the fuck? Let me see if I can do it like this. I'll put this here. Yeah, I can't do it. Nope. Soul. Nope. Oh well. Maybe right click or put to soul or something. Yeah, I don't know. But we got a soul charge, so I'll just leave it over there. Fuck it. No, that was correct. Put it back? Wait, what do you mean? Put it back where? So it does go up there? Alright. That's fine, I guess. We're gonna call you skill counterblast 1. We're gonna soul blast 1. We're gonna draw a card. We're gonna reveal this guy. We're gonna call it skill. We're gonna get a persona shield ticket to hand. Put a persona shield ticket to hand if you have a Vanguard with persona ride. Yep. When you play a persona, move the shield to the card circle. Okay. Now we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna swing. Chat delay. You did nothing wrong. Okay. I should play at full power during V Woods. Hold that thought. Drop check. And then swing. Cool. Skill to soul to soul. We'll add Valkyrian back to hand. And then that's our discard fodder for turn 3. That was cool. With 5 drives that can stand against a grade 2 opponent. And this was before grade 3 heals. They didn't want this version of the deck to be so stupid. Got it. I feel like it's going to be too slow. But we'll see. I could have played this last turn too, to be able to start filtering for grade 3s. Oh well. Next turn, you want to dig for Asterios Dragon. Use the grade 2 guy there to dig for. Also discard Valkyrian again. Yeah, I know. That's why I added the Valkyrian back. If it wants to go less than your opponent's man, it's something to play without knowing grade. Okay, so we can use this now because we're at grade 2, 15,000 shield. You went second and did not, so I don't get a persona shield ticket off of this. Okay, we're just gonna eat this. Oh my god, that Blast of Dark looks fucking awesome. As someone who used to play Shadow Paladin, oh my god, really, both of them? As someone who used to play Shadow Paladin, I think that looks gorgeous. I love Dren. We're going to ditch you. We're going to ride. Now remind me what the fuck you do. Look at the top 3 cards from your deck. Choose a card from among them. Put it to hand. 1 to soul. 1 to the bottom of the deck. Okay, so top 3. Top 3. Do I have any Soul Blast outs? I would like to add the bear. I would like to add the bear and put the order to soul. But I don't think I have any Soul Blast outs, do I? I lied, I fucking do. Do the card from... Yep. Alright, cool. So this is going to hand. This is going to soul. And this is going to the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay, hold on. This is about to be a banger of a turn, chat. Hold on. Maybe I got a thing here. Hold on. I got a little bit excited. Perfect. Actually, put Nebula and a Soul Grab there. All right. So what's in my drop? Okay. So if I call the grade 1, I don't get the ability. Look at the top 7 cards. Choose up to 1 non-sentinel with Shinamon. Reveal it. Put it into the hand. Shuffle the deck. All right. Y'all ready for this? We're gonna go call Bear. Bear ability. U top 7. We're gonna reveal. Do I want to guarantee grab the grade 3, or do I want to try to grab the grade 3 off of my grade 2? I'm gonna grab the grade 3. Now, Soblat, hold on, Ellen. Give me a second. Soblast 2, choose 2 cards from the drop. Okay. Put it face to, okay. Skill. Soblast 2. We're going to go call Nebula Lord, and we'll put this as our gauge. All right. We're still cooking. All right, let's go. I think I'm gonna hold off on them because we have so many things. I think I'm gonna hold off on the order to be able to use it next turn, because I'm gonna have to get rid of Valkyrie, and I want to make sure I can get another one later. All right, so let's call Dragon. All right, Dragon skill. Kind of bless 1. I can't draw until I have 4 gauges. Okay. When a card revealed to the drug, okay. When your card is put into your, so I don't get anything off of this. Hold on. When this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rigor, if your other unit in the same name as this unit was not placed, choose a card from your drop, put it face down as your actual gauge. Okay. So we'll put you as a gauge, the grade 0. Okay. And if you have 4 more astral gauges, cost kind of less 1, draw a card. Okay. Okay, so we need another dragon for next turn to be able to get our 5th gauge next turn. Okay. Cool. Got it. What am I forgetting? During your turn, since I have 3 gauges, my front row's gonna get 5k. So front row's gonna get 5k now. Okay, I think that's it for my Vanguard skills. Yeah, having more ways to secure Valkyria turn after turn is important. What's up, Ant? Welcome to the stream, bud. All right, so we're gonna play this skill, Energy Blast 3. Gonna check top 7 for grade 3. It's a grade 3 or greater, right? I think I want to grab a Stereos Dragon. Like, I want to have Valkyria and make sure I have it for next turn, but without a Stereos Dragon, there's no way we're getting 5 gauges next turn. So I think I'm gonna go with the sure thing. I might regret that, but we'll see. I won't be able to play today. Sorry. No problem, Zakun. All right, and lastly, we're gonna go call skill, and we're gonna get another Persona Shield ticket. Now, those are blitz orders, so we can only use 1 of them per turn. You just gotta remember that. Can't say long, so I'm just seeing what's going on. Well, we played Night Rose, it was awful, and now we're playing Astro Poet, and shit's getting kind of crazy. So we're gonna go 18 of Vanguard. We're swinging Valkyria on second because we can't do any drive checks yet until next turn. I think it's kind of stupid that this is only an on-call skill to be able to get the astral plane, but that's neither here nor there. I also just realized we don't have another Uranus for Persona Ride, so we might actually Persona Ride the Dragon. It'll still get us our well, no, because then we won't be able to get 5 gauges. So yeah, we're stuck on Uranus. I don't like that. I do not like that. And then Esnia can actually when we use a Persona Shield ticket, can jump into the Guardian Circle from the back row, which I like. All right, 30k, Twin Drive, first check, big critical trigger. Hell yeah, we're gonna give the critical here. This is 23, this is 26. We'll give the power here. What am I doing? What is it? That's why, because he guarded it. Second check, nothing. All right, next we'll go 26. Wait, what? Why? But you get oh, okay. So Valkyrion still performs one drive check. Didn't realize that. So yeah, I'm gonna swing with him next then. So it said the astral plane says that he performs drive checks. It's a skill to get twin drive. It's not a skill to get drive checks. So even though he can't use his skill to get extra drive checks, he still gets one. I didn't realize that. That's a fucking heal trigger. That's dope. Just gonna recover that. We're gonna give 10k here. Okay. The fact that he still gets a drive check really makes it much better. Much better. So I'm okay with that. And honestly, with all the defensive options that we put in here, I'm sitting pretty right now. The only downside is we don't have another Valkyrion yet next turn, but we have a lot of ways to dig for it. We have another bear in hand. We have the order in the drop. Right. Valkyrion actually has one drive, even if you can't use this, the effect, his natural drive still applies. I understand. And the dragon gets 2k. Okay. I got it. All right, and then we have another 38k. All right, so okay. Now knowing that it's always going to get at least 2 drive checks, that makes it feel much better. And now this goes to the bottom of the deck, right? Yep. All right, so bottom deck. Pink. And yeah, I think that was a fantastic turn. All right, only misplay that turned out was not grabbing the second Valkyrian, but chat lag is to blame for that one. All right, so it was a big toss up between grabbing Valkyrion and grabbing Dragon. I knew that Valkyrion was going to go back to deck. So we have 4 Valkyrions in deck to be able to get 1. Whereas the Dragon, there was only going to be 3 copies left. And I just wanted to go for the sure thing instead of digging for it, so that way we can try and get 5 for next turn. And having a learning curve, that's what makes it sick. I got you. Chat lag. What up, Momo? Welcome to the stream. Sarah's inlet pulse, by the way. Oh. Soul. Draw. When your card's put into the deck, it goes to soul and draws. Okay, cool. Yeah, look, we have so many ways to search out another Valkyrion. I think we're going to be okay. It's also a small, nice thing is that +2 to Asteros Dragon that makes magic numbers. Yeah, that just happened. Honestly, with all the defensive options that we have, this feels kind of good. I don't like. You couldn't even tell me that this deck runs 12 shieldless cards with the way that the way we played it. You have infinite dragons. He goes to soul. You soul blast. Wow, you're right. I'm stupid. Oh my god, you're right. I'm stupid. All right. I got you. I understand it now. I understand it now. I get it, Ellen. Once you see 1 copy of the dragon, you're good for the rest of the game. Wow, I didn't even think of that. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's very cool. I do also still stand by the fact that I don't think you need all the support. I get you have what you want ways to dig for Uranus, but like you said, you see 1 dragon, you're good. Hello. What's the deck matchup? Right now, we're playing Astral Poets. versus the new Shadow Paladin Ren deck. We played some Night Rose before at the beginning of the stream. Wasn't fun, but this is pretty cool. At least cooler than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there are kind of quirks you need to learn for this deck as part of its learning curve. I'm very interested to play Shadow Paladin. That's the next deck we're going to build before the end of stream. It's getting hot. He's retiring my rear guard. That's fine. I would have retired. No, the grade 1 costs stuff. Oh my god! And the grade 1 can Soul Blast to jump into the Guardian Circle when we play a Persona Shield ticket, which will also get us our dragon into the grave. Wow! I see the vision. Oh, bitch. And your dragon gets 2k. Never mind. You get minus 5k? What? That's rude. Have you already seen the latest announcements? We got Welstra Sweet Life of Zack and Cody edition. Oh, you're talking about Welstra Phantom? Momo, as a huge Welstra enjoyer, I am very excited to see what it does and how it's going to affect the game. Persona Shield ticket is a 10k, and you can play 2 Blitz orders until end of turn. If your opponent's Creststone has a card other than energy generator, it gets 5,000 power. So that only put me to 18, and that's just big enough to not be enough. It's okay. We'll go with that. Ew, he has 2 critical. I don't like that. He has 2 critical and he restands a rear guard. That's fun. That's so fun. Let's go 38. Oh shit, that's not nearly. Oh god. All right. This should put me to 33. No, it's put me to 23. Fuck, that minus 5k hurt. 28, 38. That's 1 to pass. Damn. All right. Guess we'll do this. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, chat. One drive? What do you mean? I decided that I would build Welstra and Sirius for the deck I would buy. This is not good. I thought we were in a good spot. I was wrong. Giving him critical, a restanding rear guard, and an extra drive check is banana sandwich. I have no Persona Ride, unless I want to go into a Stereo Dragon, which I don't think I do. Because otherwise I can't get to 5 Astral Gauges, and keeping this would be pointless. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, so first off, our farm was going to get 5k. We're going to start off by playing... Let's go with Knight's Path, which is top 7, right? Yep, top 7. Okay, I'm going to call the grade 2. Oh, it has to be placed from hand. Never mind. I mean, I guess that's still a free rear guard, right? Put on top of the deck, then discard the remaining. If you're wait, hold on. Yeah, view top 7. That's our best call right now. Oh wait, no, we have this. Call this. But don't call Valak unless you have 5 gauges. I got you. I got you. We're gonna get 5 gauges. Don't worry. When the shooter is placed on rear guard, other than energy blast 3. Move the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 million with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard. Call it to rear guard. Choose. Your units cannot be chosen by your opponent's card ability. Shuffle the deck. And if you have 4 more rear guards, okay, so it's gonna get another 10,000 power. So we look at top 7 and we call one. View top 7. I fucked up. Alright, so we're gonna play the grade 1. And then the grade 1's ability says, when placed on rear guard, if your Vanguard is Shinamon, look at the top 7 cards, choose a non-Sentinel Shinamon card from among them, reveal it, put into your hand. You top 7. Okay, so we're going to reveal. Add the hand. Cool, cool, cool. Now we'll do Shinamon skill. Full Blast 2. Oh my god, we could use that to recycle PGs. That's funny. And we just always have it. All right, 1-ups in this deck are crazy. All right, so this is gonna go to my Astral Gauge, and then we'll call Dragon. Dragon's ability. We'll put this into the Astral Gauge. That's 5 gauges. Then we'll counterblast 1 and draw. All right, we have 5. Yep. Okay, cool. And now we're gonna play Dude ability. When the shooter is placed on Astral Plane, if you have 5 or more Astral Gauges, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose a card from among them. Discard it. Shuffle the deck. If you discard a Keter Sanctuary card, the shooter's drive is the same as the discarded cards. All right, so view top 5. Wait a minute. You can't give him 5 drive checks. Chat, you can't give him 5 drive checks. I will get 5, don't worry. 10 seconds later, Zaf. I fucked up. Golden Silhouette, my beloved, I don't even know well. Guys, if I'm reading this right, you can't give Valkyrian 5 drive checks. Oh, because he's a Cray Elemental, never mind. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Okay, that would have been crazy. I would have been pissed. All right, view top 5. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Isn't it you got to top deck and whatever grade you choose from? It's supposed to be Keter Sanctuary cards, because he's a Cray Elemental, it counts as a Keter Sanctuary. Okay. That scared the shit out of me. Alright, I need to read him real quick. If you just got a Keter Sanctuary card, so we're gonna get rid of the order and just get Twin Drive off of it. That's still 4 drive checks. Alright. So let's go battle phase. Well, let's swing with this first. Alright, so we're gonna go swing. Kind of blast 1, draw a card, and then alright, so there's a PG. Alright, Twin Drive, first check. I'm pissed that I swung with him first, because I was going to swing with him second to be able to give him the red OT. Fuck! Alright, let's give it here. It's not a meta deck at all, but it's cool and weird, and yeah, it's fun. It doesn't go to soul. Right. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Critical. We'll give the crit here, the power to Vanguard. One damage. You would get a front trigger. All right. That goes to Soul. Actually, red OT can't restand Valk. Why not? Use one of your stand rear guards. It gets auto at the end of the. If you do not choose a card, draw a card, choose a card. Why can't it withstand Valk? Can't be restored by anything due to his card effect. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, so maybe we do one of the other OTs. First check. Found Valkyrian. Found a grade 3. Alright. Let's go 33. Little baby guard. It's funny, the triggers got removed, but the grade 3s / grade 5 are in my hand. Alright, so this goes to bottom deck, this goes to Soul, and we draw. Alright. Can we make it through this turn? Okay, so you're dead, but it was a good showing of the deck. Yeah, I definitely made some misplays. I can definitely fix that. I still stand by what I said, but that a lot of the support that's here you don't need. But besides the grade 3s and the grade 5, maybe the grade 2, you don't need the grade 1s, though it does help. I'm not saying it's not good, it helps. But you definitely don't need it. There's so many ways to start the deck already without needing to play that. Fun fact, Valkyrian is in premium can drop check 17 times in one turn. That's why Sonic this new version can't stand. Okay, I understand. That sounds insanity. Oh, excuse me. In the main, the Skull Witch. Red OT is still good in the deck though, since having 2.5 unguardable attacks is good. Yeah, it's true. But so is having Valkyrian as always a critical threat. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still looking for my cat. One of them's up there. Sylvie. Sylvie. Preston. How are you, Sylvie? What did you give the resist to? This unit cannot be chosen. Choose that unit. Or this unit gets this unit. There's Sylvie. Hi, Sylvie. I was looking for my cat. You do want at least 2 Asteria for big shields and emergency boosters when needed. Grade 1 being weak and grade 3 being strong. That sounds like Morikawa speak. Yeah, that is Morikawa speak. The thing is, I get the need for the shield, but these generic Persona shield cards are actually pretty solid. Like, you saw what I was able to do in the early game. I just didn't expect, a restanding rear guard with a critical and a drive check. That very much surprised me. Retire both back row and -5. Whoa! Alright. Gross. You disgust me. Because with all that extra soul, we can play something like Dissection Angel too to draw more cards. But then again, that would also lead us to deck. I don't know. I gotta think about it. All right, so that's that. Let's guard with this. There you go. I used it. I wouldn't say she's reusable because a lot of times you're gonna want to call something else, like a dragon or something. That's so fucking thick. Or like this, like Valkyrian. I'm gonna want to bring back Valkyrian, not the grade 1. Me looking at Vanguard, it's okay, my child. One day you will do stuff they can do. Yeah. You don't have to lie. Oof, front trigger really hurts right now. Why does this motherfucker have a drive check? All right, let's see what we can do here. So we'll guard with this. Remove this card. I get power plus 15. I didn't go second. If your opponent Persona Row this turn, use a unit being attacked and gets 5,000 till end of battle. So it's gonna get another 5,000 since you did Persona Ride. So it's 28. Oh, never mind. I thought he did. 43. I guess 1. Because how much is this? This is going to be 26. And I'm at 8. Thinking. So 26, I'm at 8. So that'll put me at 23. I need 2 cards to guard even just that. So I think at this point, it's going to be 1 to pass regardless, because if they get a trigger and give it to the rear guard, I can't guard it. Yay! Fuck yeah! Let's go! Chad, did you see that? I got lucky. And now we can guard this. Fucking awesome. Awesome sauce. Fuck you. Wait, what the fuck? -5. Okay, there we go. Bink. Bink. Yeah! I lived. Oh, we got another dragon too. I kind of want to Persona Ride with the dragon. We don't need. Well, we need him to call from the drop. Fuck. I should have. If I had discarded one of the dragons because I had so many of them, I would have Persona Rode the dragon. But because we don't have the dragon and we have no other way to get back Valkyrian from the drop, do I want a chance that I'll see one? Oh, that just sounds like a bad play. You actually guarded that one. Yeah, I did. I'm trying to decide if I want to take a risk here. Never Persona Red Dragon. I mean, we could. Fine. Fine. I won't Persona Ride the Dragon. We just have 3 dragons that are dead in my hand. Alright, let's do what we can do here. Alright, we'll go main phase. Front row's gonna gain 5k. Nah, fuck that. You know what? I'm doing it. If I had a way to get this back, I don't want a chance that I'm gonna see one of the 3 in just this. Ah, fuck it. I feel like being ballsy. Skill. 1 place, we get an Astral Gauge. And we can counterblast 1 and draw. Now we'll go main phase. Call grade 1, skill, top 7. Look at that, never punished. Never punished. Now we just need boosters. We're gonna remove, view top 7. I almost want to call a trigger just to have a booster. Okay. No, we're gonna call it crit. We want the heals left in deck. I know I'm doing craziness. Don't judge me. I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna use skill because we're gonna call and go skill. View top 5. Reveal. Send a drop. We got 5 drive checks. Let's go. Battle phase. Well, he's gonna get 10k power here. And we're gonna go swing. 70k, 5 drives. Let's go. All right, 5 drives. Uno. Critical trigger. 10k. Crit. Second check. Third check. Critical trigger. Let's go 10k here. Crit also demand. Third check. Fourth check, I'm sorry. Fifth check. Heal trigger. 38, 40. Let's go 10k here. No, let's go 10k to the Vanguard again. And we'll heal 1. Yoink. Then these all go to soul. Yeah. 43 for 3. And y'all told me not to Persona. Did I just not put another Uranus in? I still haven't seen a single copy. Are these all my Uranuses? Front trigger. Did I not put Uranus in the main deck? Is that what happened? Let's go 48 to Vanguard. With 2 cards left in deck. GG. We did it! We did it! Yeah! It's fun. Let me look at my build. Did I really not put... I didn't put any Uranuses in. I won that with no Persona rides. That's hilarious. Nice game night. That was fun. Honestly, with your early aggression, I thought you had that. Especially after your turn 3 when I was already at 5 damage. I was like, bruh. Even that last turn, I was able to guard. Persona was good. It won you the game. I almost didn't do it. Everybody in chat was telling me not to do it. It turned out I didn't put any Uranuses in the deck. All right, I'm gonna cut one of you. I'm gonna cut a bear. I still don't like this card, but I get it. I'll cut one of you, and I'll just put the 3 Personas in. Bam. All right, what time is it? 1:30. We got like another hour-ish, hour and a half. Do y'all want to see another game of this, or do you guys want me to jump on the Ren deck? That's wild. No Uranus. I didn't mean to. All right, Night. It was an accident. Also, that last turn, your second grade 3 turn, I barely guarded that restanding Blaster Dark with a drive check. Like if you hit a trigger, I was dead. Most of my hand was grade 3s. All right, I'll do one more with Astro Poets. Just because that was actually a lot more fun than I was expecting it to be. Yeah, I can see already, though, this PBD deck struggles going second. Really? I thought you beat my ass. Gaijin Disu. Yay, let me go first. Alright, we're gonna bottom deck. I think I'm gonna keep the rest of the hand. No, we can bottom deck the Uranus. Because we don't need that till turn 4. And now we have some defense. We have our discard fodder with Nebula Knight and our grade 3 because we can get it back. We have an early game play with the grade 1. I really like this grade 1. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but it's pretty fucking cool. Ooh, and we're playing against that. Well, it's Equilibra Phantom. Interessante. Let's go do this now. All right, let's see if I see it. Now we got Astaria super early. Let's see if she's actually worth it, you know? If your Vanguard has a Shaman icon, it gets 10,000 shield. So it's a 15k shield even on turn 1. I'll give it that. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Soul Blast 2, return it to hand. Now, do we even need any Counter Blast going into turn 3? I don't think we do, right? So I can guard early and be okay with that. Another good discard fodder now. You can have free back row, remember. You can barely spend CB late last game. I will say that is true. But that also means there's a lot of like staples you can run in this deck. Like the old Keter Sanctuary grade 2. Was it Keter Sanctuary? It was the Dual Nation that let you like look at top 5 and call something. You can run stuff like that if you have all this free resource. I don't want to guard this. Yeah, I'll guard it. All right. Oop. All right. We're gonna ditch you. We're gonna ride. Skill. This becomes an Astral Gauge. And you soul charge 1. That was a Persona ride. I'm not happy about that. Now we're gonna go main phase, and we're gonna go call. Skill. We're gonna grab a Persona Shield ticket. Going staples is not the way to think of this deck. You want to keep running. Besides, the defensive cards are why you didn't die in the last game. I know. To be fair, these are defensive staples. I'm just throwing out ideas, Ellen. Like the deck already functions well enough on its own. You just gotta, facilitate it. Drive checky. Heal trigger. That's funny. That would happen to me on the time I decide to be defensive. I just realized we're not doing Dick next turn. We need to hit something crazy off Nebula Knight. Like I can call Asterios from the drop. I can call Archaria from the drop. Wow! Wow! I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. It might very well be official that I hate this game. I'm so fucking angry right now. We can't grab this. We can't grab Valkyrion with Nebula Knight. That's a grade 5. It has to be a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard. Same with this. I now see why you need to run all the support. Okay, this one you can blame on sim shufflers. No. That I was okay with that. That hand was catching up. This is not a good order for this deck. This is not good for this deck because the highest you can get is a grade 3. You can't get Valkyrian off of that. And Valkyrian was the most important piece that we didn't have right there. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even run the ace unit. I would say max out on your searchers and your defensive cards. I mean, Bear can search it if you play Bear off the top, or he can attempt to search it. But a lot of these cards. Okay, so the grade 3 can also works if you play it off of Nebula order. Okay, so Nebula can stay. But I think trying to force the ace unit in too might be a bad idea. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was fine the way it was. It was just a bad hand. I don't know. I'm a little butthurt about the way that one went. But yeah, you can't. It sucks that you can't get this off of Nebula. You basically can only call this from hand. There's no way to cheat it out because it has to be because it's a grade 5. You can basically only call it from hand. Never mind. Ah! I was wrong, chat. Again, fuck this deck. It's too complicated for me. My brain is too smooth. First line, of rules on the astral plane. Grade is ignored when calling an astral deity. The rearguard circle is an astral plane. Astral planes have the following rules. Grade is ignored when calling an astral deity. Wait, no, I'm not wrong. I'm right. Because that's when you're calling it to this, but the order still checks the grade of the card you're calling. Never mind. I'm right. You can't Nebula Knight into a Valkyrion. Okay, I'm not wrong. On the bright side, this deck will be budget friendly because you don't need to run those staples. You could run other cards to help with it. Honestly, if I were to nix this all together, because of that restriction, I would probably run Dissection Angel for more. Doesn't stop the Nebula order. Please, what do you mean? Because Dissection Angel draws, right? But do we need the draw? I feel like this deck did draw a lot of cards. Like, at the very least, it blew through a lot of its own cards. Nebula order is a bit awkward. No, it's not. It's not the Nebula order. It's Keter Sanctuary in general. A lot of the Keter Sanctuary staples say you can call cards that are your grade of your Vanguard or lower. Oh, okay. So like anything like this, the Keter Sanctuary Cat, the Ace unit, none of them can call Valkyrion, and that's a big hole. So if that's the case, we would need to increase the odds of seeing Valkyrion and adding him to hand. So what do we have that can add a grade 3 or greater? That's a Raziel support, Solaron, Raziel, Graham Grace, Leo. When your other high beast, never mind. Wait, the dragon is a Astral Poet. When the machine is placed on rearguard circle, put a card from your hand to soul. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it to your hand, put the rest on top of the deck or into the soul. If you put a card into the soul, this effect, it gets 5,000 power. When your opponent's Vanguard, that sounds good. Coco? Belfior, Decacoon, Ren. Sorceress, Leo. Opponent's Vanguard is great there. Greater, this unit gets 2,000 power at the end of the battle. This unit boosted. You can soul blast and draw. Divine Sister, Leo. I'll go top 3 cards of your deck. Put one of them on top of your deck in any order. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost counterblast one of the top 3 cards of your deck and put them on top of your deck in any order. That's not bad because we don't use counterblast. Yeah, Dog is never bad or Coco. Stream Delay Strikes again. You can play Selgaeon if you felt like it. I do like Selgaeon. But I do worry about how fast this deck goes through its cards. By your turn 4, you've blown through so many cards. I do like Coco though, because Coco kind of does everything. And she's free. And she doesn't have to be called from hand. Granted, we got rid of like all the Spirit Call cards, but you know what I mean. Sorry if I sound like such a pessimist. I just that hole in the game plan really hurt. That's Alden. If your G-Zone has no cards, this card gets all the following. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, discard this card, put a total of 2 cards from your soul or drop that were in your eye deck. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or greater card with a different name from your Vanguard. Why are we not playing this? I forgot about this card. The grade 3 searchers, why are we not playing this? That gives us another way to search for our grade 3. We only need to run 2. We could run the Coco, or we could put in more Astarias. I know I was hating on the card, but I get it. This unit's placed. Majesty Blood Blaster. Blaster Dark. See, this is good because this can search Valkyrion off the top 7. So that gives us 1, 2. That gives us 8, 10 cards that can search Valkyrion. Because Alice gets rid of himself, you need drop zone fodder to a degree for astral plane gauges. I don't think we need that much. Think about it. You're going to discard for ride turn 1. You go discard for ride turn 2. You go discard for ride turn 3. You're going to Soul Blast 2 off of Uranus's ability. I mean, I think it's worth it. I could see us knocking it down to 1. But even if we don't knock it down, if we keep it at 2, it still is also a 15k shield. Which, you know, this deck needs defense. Blast 1, search. Soul Charge. We definitely don't need Soul Charge. Blast 1, choose 1 card with greater less than equal to your Vanguard from your hand, call it to rearguard, and draw a card. During your turn, if your Vanguard's go through your grid, and you have 4 more units, it's 5,000 power. I remember that card used to be a staple. Ambulance Knight. Blast 1, stand this unit, move it to an open rearguard, took out the end of the turn, retire this unit. When your Vanguard is placed from deck. Oh, okay. Rearguard hang on draw. At the beginning of your ride phase, if you and your opponent's Vanguards are grade 3 or greater, your damage zone has no face-up cards, and your Vanguard was not attacked by a power 13 or greater unit during your opponent's preceding turn. Cost, bind this card and put the top card of your deck into the damage zone. If you bound a card from your hand for this cost, draw a card. What the fuck? So I don't understand. Is this like a damage? It gives you a damage? That's weird. The grade 3 strategy really doesn't fit the best here. You can run it, but you can only use it once. Well, I mean, yeah, but as opposed to what? The Nebula Order that doesn't work at all? Like, Coco is good, but she doesn't dig for us to get Valkyrian. Alright, let's take a break from this now, because otherwise I'm gonna get annoyed. That last game left a bad taste in my mouth, so let's jump into the Ren stuff. Alright, my goat. That's one. That one's a damage denial card mouthful. Yeah, it lets you not get CB locked, but it's too strict to work. I understand. Alright, let's clear. Gato. Where is full ball our grade 0? Please tell me it's our grade 0. It is, and look how cute he looks. And then, of course, Blaster Javelin. Alright. I guess it'll be easier to do it like this, because for some reason, some of the cards aren't coded to have Ren icon. Skull Witch, Nemen. Are these not Shadow Paladins? So these cards aren't coded as Shadow Paladins. I hate it when this shit happens. Okay. Witch of Nostrum, Iron Rod. Throwback. When the unit is placed on rearguard from your hand, you may draw a card. If you drew a card, choose card from your discard. This unit would be retired for the cost of the ability of your Vanguard. Ooh, it counts as 2. You like that. I like that a lot. When this unit is placed by routing a full bow with a Ren icon, cost reveal a grade 3 with Ren icon from your ride deck. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 unit card without Sentinel with a Ren icon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, shuffle the deck. Act Soul or Drop. Hello, that's new. Cost Blast 1 and put this card that started the game in your ride deck into your ride deck face up. Search your deck or drop for up to 1 Blaster Dark with a Ren icon, reveal it, put it into your hand, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. That is a banger of an effect. It's like, oh, I don't have Blaster Dark. Let me go get one. When this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, if your Vanguard has a Ren icon, cost Con Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, choose one of your opponent's Rearguards, retire, and if this unit was placed on Vanguard Circle, draw a card. You cannot ride units that do not have a Ren icon until the end of this fight. Okay. Auto Rearguard Circle. When your Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with a Ren icon attacks, if your Rearguard has not stand this battle phase, cost Soul Blast 1, stand this unit. If you stand and 2 or more of either player's units were retired by your Vanguard's ability this turn, 2 or more of either player's units perform drive checks for the battle this unit attacked until end of turn. When this unit attacks a Grade 3 or greater unit, if your Vanguard has a Ren icon, this unit gets 10,000. This thing is nuts. Macha. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with a Ren icon, Counterblast 1 perform one of the following. Draw a card, search for a drop for up to 1 of either Grade 1 or less with a Ren icon or a Blaster Dark with a Ren icon. Call it to Rearguard. If you search your deck, shuffle deck. This feels like Revengers. Revengers, they were all about calling Grade 2 or lowers, but more than anything, you wanted to call Blaster Dark. And I like that. I like the focus on Blaster Dark. Rugos. Oh my god, my man. I fucking miss Shadow Paladins. With this unit attacks, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard or Ren icon, this unit gets 5,000 power. Auto drop. When your Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ren icon is attacked, bind this card and that unit gets 10,000 power until end of battle. You cannot bind this card with the same name from the drop until end of turn. Fun fact. The day streamers were testing out this deck, all of them were getting nothing but mirror matches. Of course. That happens every time there's a new deck revealed. Alright, let's read Phantom Blaster and then we can pick our rear guards from there. The normal ride of this card from a different Grade 3 with a Ren icon is a Persona ride. Oh. It's by card. Ooh, I'm interested. Continuous Vanguard Circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater and your soul has a Blaster Dark, this unit gets 5,000 power. Active on your opponent's turn 2. It's an 18k base! The worst card I felt from a game was the Grade 1 Witch. I got you. Act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost Counterblast 1 and retire 2 rear guards with a Ren icon. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, and until end of turn, this should get 10,000 power, critical +1, and your opponent's Vanguard gets minus 5k. Oh, this is speaking to me. Alright, hold on. Okay, so this is by car. If your opponent's Vanguard has a Ren, if your Vanguard has a Ren icon, this card gets all of the following. When the unit is placed from hand on Vanguard or Rearguard, if you do not look at your deck by the ability of another card with the same name as this card, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with a Ren icon, call it to Rearguard, and shuffle the deck. When the unit attacks, if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this gets 5,000 power, and Continuous Guardian Circle has 10,000 shield. This ain't bad. It's a free superior call off the top 5. It used to be just off the top 1. And if you absolutely have to Persona Ride to keep pressure, you can. I would say I'd run 2 or 3 of this. Alright, what the fuck? How'd they change up my ground the main? When this unit is placed on Rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with a Ren icon, and you blast 3, put a card from your hand into the soul. That's already better. It used to be discard draw 2. If you have a Vanguard with a Ren icon, this unit gets 10,000 power. Then if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit gets boost. What the fuck? Continuous Rearguard Circle. When this unit would be retired for the cost of your... Ooh, my god. That's a 4 of. That's absolutely a 4 of. So you put a card from hand to soul, you draw 2. She gets 5,000 power and boost. So she's a 10k booster. And she counts as 2 Rearguards when retiring. Yup. Alright, what are we looking at for counterblast costs? This doesn't counterblast. This counterblast or energy blast, and this is a counterblast 1. Is that the only one? Is everything else not a counterblast? Oh, we miss Karen. If you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with a Ren icon, all of your rear guards have different names from this card. Soul Blast 1, call this card the rear guard. And if your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, it gets 5,000 power. That's from drop. Okay. If your Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with a Ren icon, remove 2 cards of the same name. Add this unit from drop and counter charge 1. It's funny you just said that. I know there's the delay in chat, but I was already looking at it. I think I love these cards. I think I love all of these cards. Like Rugos is so simple, but he used to be a 10k vanilla, so it makes sense. Good cards for Ren, but it feels a bit meh somehow. Let me work. Watch me work, chat. I got this. I got this. I got this. Let me think. All right. So, as much as I like Maka, I want to stay away from her. But I also like that she's a 15k attacker, 15k shield. Rugos is just a 15k attacker, but he's a 10k from the draw. If your Vanguard has a Ren icon, kind of less one performance. I do like that she's also a draw. And we have a built-in counter charge. Never mind. Now, let me look at other Shadow Paladin cards. Let me see if there's any Shadow Paladin cards. Well, first off, do we have a Ren PG? If you have Vanguard with only Shadow Paladin for its clan, this card is only a Shadow Paladin. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with a Blaster in its card name, cost, put a card from your hand, draw a card, and this unit gets 5,000 power till end of turn. When this unit would be retired for the cost of the ability of your Vanguard with a Blaster in its card name, it may be regarded as retiring 2 units. When this unit is retired from Rearguard Circle by the ability of your Vanguard Blaster in its card name, Energy Blast 3, choose a Blaster dart from on your Rearguard Circle, and it gets auto Rearguard Circle once per turn. When this unit attacks, this unit performs drive checks until end of that battle. At the end of that battle, retire this unit. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I retire this for Phantom Blaster Dragon, it gives Blaster Dark a drive check, right? And then he gets a drive check on his restand. Choose a Blaster Dark on your rearguard, and it gets, when this unit attacks, this unit performs drive check until end of that battle. At the end of that battle, oh, because it retires. Fuck! Almost. Fuck, that was almost good because it retires it at the end of the battle. So you can't restand Blaster Dark. Oh, I thought I was cooking. I so thought I was cooking for a second. Fuck. Ren icon PBD only retires Ren icons. Oh, okay. My bad. Is there any other Shadow Paladin that could help us out? We can't run Karen because we already have a Black Sage Karen, Blaster Javelin, Drag Wizard. That's for Ritual. You can't because he made new support only work with old. I got it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that's generic that can help us out. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have Vanguard Blaster in its card name, this unit is 5,000 power till end of turn, then Soul Blast 1. Sorry, another rearguard with the top power card. No, that's bad. I mean, you're probably right. I just wanted to double check before we, just completely nix it. Dogman order? Why did I capitalize Ren? Because you like him? We do need a couple more grade 1s just to have some back row. I'm gonna max out on everything, and then we'll cut ratios after we put it all in. All right, let's look at our Sentinels. Mac Lear, what a throwback! Dark Side Trumpeter, Jesus Christ. Grim Reaper, my fucking guy. And Abyssula, we already had her. That's crazy. The throwback is insane. Like, especially since they've been re-releasing season 1 of Vanguard. Like, I can hear Aichi fucking saying Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. Oh, man. I miss the old days of Vanguard. Why do they have to speed the game up as much as they did? The game was in such a good place when it came out. Hey, don't get me wrong, I know the game had to evolve, but it just got so ridiculous so fast. I do. He's my favorite overdramatic twink and OG. Nah, nothing was better than Ren in season 3. When he had the white suit, when they were, the high school arc. I remember watching it, and it's the episode where he fights Reverse Asuka. And he looks at her straight in the face, like, I need you. And I was like, bro, she just soaked through her panties. Excuse my language. I mean, when you tried to play old formats, you realize it was slow as hell. It was slow as hell. But I mean, I've always been a fan of games that like take a minute. Let me earn my win, you know? All right. So let's. All right. So, what was the order you were talking about? You said Dogman order. Let's look and see if there's any orders that can help us out. Unfortunately, the Nebula order does go good in this deck. You said it struggles with going second, right? That was loud. All right, let me cut down on some of this extra shit. Probably don't need 3 by card. That's probably. I think I'm gonna try the new Blitz order some more. Yeah, let's do this. That way we have at least some option going second. Used to going second Blitz order if it worked in Shinamon. I swear to God, you guys be reading my mind. So Prison should be a match for this deck, right? They would have Snipe Blaster Dark from the Soul. Yeah, that would suck. Well, Prison can't snipe from Soul. You get to pick, but I don't know how much Soul this deck gains. Also, yeah, you guys like read my mind, but I picked the cards as soon as right before you guys said it. Fletcher Duke and Chrome Jailer Dragon are my beloved. That and Mordred Cross Break Ride. Yeah, Mordred. I remember I used to play Mordred Phantom Break Ride with the Abyss Legion, and I kind of want to keep the rest. And then I would have Phantom Blaster Overlord, not Phantom Blaster Overlord. What the fuck was his name? I don't remember his name. Ooh, Brawler Draco Kid. Brawler's gonna be a big pain. From what I see, other streamers play the deck Soul Blast a lot. Okay. What the hell's the name of the Mordred Phantoms? It was no, it's not Phantom Blaster Overlord. Drag Ruler Phantom? Yeah, it was Drag Ruler Phantom. I would have that in there as a way to steal games because I would be like ping a damage swing. All right. What do we even want? Discard? I don't know. You can call back from the grave, right? Yeah. I think. Nope. Misplaced by riding. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose a 1 unit card without Sentinel. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Okay, so we're gonna go with view top 7. Reveal it, put it into your hand. Wait, what? Wait. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose 1 unit card without Sentinel. Okay, just making sure it said that. Reveal. We'll add Rugos to hand. Shuffle. And then skill, we'll draw. Okay, we have discard fodder for next turn. Go battle phase. And swing. Alright, drive check. Heal trigger. Coco can help with soul problems if needed. Okay. Coco surprisingly is not needed at all in Shinamon where you think it. Oh, I don't think it needs it. I just think it's better than running like something like Nebula Lore that's gonna get cockblocked by our own mechanic. But I'm also being pessimistic. I was just butthurt that in that specific situation I needed it to allow me to play Valkyrian and it couldn't. All right, dude. It's only turn 2. Relax. Sure. That was annoying. All right, let's drop you. Let's ride you. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire, and this unit cannot. Let's place on Vanguard. Draw a card. Do I want to counter blast or do I want to energy blast? Skill will energy blast 3. We're gonna retire Spike Dragon. All right. When you're great through, okay, the rest of it's a rear guard skill. Okay. So we're gonna go main phase. I could retire another rear guard. When you're great through a greater Vanguard with red icon attacks, I can soul blast one to stand. I love the fact that it's a soul blast to stand. Because now I can call another. No, because he's gonna swing it on my rear guard, so I don't want to go crazy. If you're great through a greater Vanguard with a red icon, remove 2 cards of the same name. I guess I can go Rugos, because Rugos will be able to block from the drop. So let's do that. Let's swing at Bellicosity Dragon. I know brawlers don't need a whole lot of counterblast, but I definitely know they need rear guards. So let's take out the rear guards. All right. Honestly, a counter deck that doesn't use Nebula as a breath of fresh air. I agree. I'm actually pretty happy it doesn't either. It just I would like a good alternative. Reveal the top card. Boop. They're the same. I don't think he gets the crit, right? If you don't get the crit. Am I bugging? If you reveal oh, it's a brawler. It was a brawler, right? A grade 1 brawler? You need to secure a blasted dork every turn. Don't pop them carelessly. Keep calling them from in hand. Was right. Okay. So this guy's a kind of a dick. I don't have much of defense right now. I can guard 33, 35. I'll just take it. He does. It says greater or equal. Does it really? I thought I said greater. Oh, it's great. Oh, okay. So 2 damage. 5 plus 10. Intercept and guard. Bind and you get 10,000 power. Oops. That's it. All right, my turn. How do I want to do this? I guess getting rid of this is probably my best bet first. To ride. Now, I don't think I have anything to do on ride. So let's see what we can do here. All right, so let's start off with, if your great 3 Vanguard has a red icon and all your regards have, let's start off with this. Do Karen. Let's call her out. She's gonna get 5k. I see what you mean about RER being the worst card. Let's call Arian Rod. I'm not gonna use this skill. Instead, we're gonna go Blaster Dragon. Counter Blast 1. Retire. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it. We're gonna retire this. Off topic, important. They've shown almost nothing for Brand Gates at 15. So 10k. Crit plus 1. Let's do bicarb. This unit is placed from hand on. If you do not look at look at the top 5 of your deck, call one. Do top 5. Good one. Shuffle. Card from hand to soul is the only problem because I don't want to get rid of any of this, but I'm gonna have to bank on it. And then she's gonna have 5k in boost. And then we're gonna call Blaster Dark, skill. Energy Blast 3. Retire. And now when this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if your Vanguard is run, it's gonna gain 5k. Alright. I think we go battle phase. I'm just gonna go 23 at the rear guard. Then we're gonna go swing, skill, counter blast, restand. No, not counter blast. I'm sorry, soul blast. Soul blast 1. And now he has a drive check. Is the stupid thing in question Chaos Breaker, or am I stupid? Karen's a dude? Oh, I thought Karen was a witch. Alright, twin drive. First check. Critical. Crit to Vanguard. Power here. Second check. Welp. Now, how is he worded? Oh, he gets the drive check till end of turn. That's cool. So we're gonna go. Bycar's gonna take this out. And it's gonna get 5k power. He's protecting the rear guard. That's crazy. Okay. And we're gonna swing. One drive. I get a drive check. And then he's gonna restand. Swing again. Okay, drive check. You got lucky. All right, that was nuts. If they do make it, I hope they make it have similar caveat as Messiah Crest and have it not keep the lock on their turn. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work because that would kind of defeat the purpose of Chaos Breaker. Let me make sure I read this right. If you stand two or more, if you stand and two or more of either player's units was retired by your Vanguard's ability this turn, perform drive checks for the battle this unit attacked until end of turn. Yeah, no, that was legit. The fuck are you doing? Oh, he's leeching. I got real confused there for a minute. But then again, Chaos Breaker would feel too similar to Messiah for it to feel unique now. Think about it. I mean, lock is just a really hard mechanic to balance. Alright, he's got his 4 attacks now. Do I have enough guard here? I do have a PG. This is going to get 10k power. This is going to restand with that. I was gonna draw him a card. I'll one card guard this. The perfect card, the Vanguard. These are all dead. I'll discard Maka. Yeah. Thinking on discard. Okay, Maka can grab Blast of Dark from the drop. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get. I'll get rid of one Maka. Nice. That makes my life a lot easier. He's gonna get draw a shitload of cards though. 33 versus 43. That's 28. 43. He's not using Shimmer. Interesting take. Alright, we're going for Sunrise. Main phase. We did go second this game, so we can get a Persona Shield ticket off of this order here. How badly do I want a booster? I guess we also want to deck thin a little, so let's use the Nebula Knight order. Let's see what we get. View top 7. Preferably something that counts as 2. Oh wait, we have Nemain. She counts as 2. So does Aryan Rod. Let's do Nemain so we can draw more cards. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Skill. Let's put this to the soul and draw 2. All right. Then we're gonna go skill, counterblast. I'm trying to think which one I want to retire. I guess it kind of doesn't matter because he has the PG in hand. Let's retire this, and we're gonna get 10k in a crit. -5 to VG. All right, let's continue. If you have a great theory of Vanguard or an icon, and all your regards have different names than this. Now, I can call over Karen to get a bigger Karen. I kind of want to do that. So we're going to call over Karen. Gil. Counterblast 1. Call a Blast of Dark from the drop. Blast of Dark skill. Energy Blast 3. Retire. We'll move Maka up. She has power +5. And then we're going to counterblast 1 more. Call Karen back. She's going to gain 5k. All right. When this unit attacks a great or greater unit, it's going to get 10k power. So we're going to go to the battle phase, and we're going to go 40k to Vanguard. 2, 4, 6. GG. It's a lot of triggers you still have left in deck. I guess I'll accept the rematch. Please just let the Brand Gate slots be for something like Archite. Huh? This time we're going first. Yay! Alright. Good discard fodder. Persona Ride. We don't need you. We don't need you. And I'll say this. Alright, let's draw 3. Alright, that's fine. Long story short, the Ren deck is the definition of dirt, simple but efficient. Yeah, it's definitely efficient. But then again, it always kind of was. like Shadow Paladin when they first came out. You would use a few cards to gain advantage, and then you would sack them. It was like the reverse of Tachikaze, where Tachikaze was hold that thought. You top 7. Reveal at the hand. Hold on. Give me 1 second, chat. I gotta yell at my kid. This guy is struggling. Sorry, I'm back. My kid's just being crazy. I wouldn't have even attacked on that one. All right. Let's get rid of another nebula. Ride. Main phase. This guy is not afraid of getting his stuff tonight. Yeah, clearly. He's just trying to pressure me, and it's just not working. Granted, I did get a lucky damage trigger, but I wasn't worried even if he had got me to 3. View top 7. I actually want... We'll get in the main, because she counts as 2. And that's what we want her for, is the sacrifice. What's in my drop? We'll put this into soul. Draw 2. Then skill, counterblast, retire. Plus 10k in crit. Retire. You know, I was missing 5k power on my Vanguard this whole time. Because he gets 5k if I have a Blaster Dark and Soul. Then we're going to go call, skill, counterblast, search for a Blaster Dark, call, shuffle, Blaster Dark skill, Energy Blast 3, retire. This deck is wildly efficient. He gets 10k when he attacks a grade 3. Okay. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard attacks, damn, it can stand even for your opponents at grade 2. That's crazy. Alright, so 10k to 5k. Swing, skill, Soul Blast 1. Restand. And it's going to have a drive check. Wild. 30k, so that's 1 to pass. That minus 5k matters, Dougie. Twin drive. First check. Second check. Nothing. One drive. Drive check. Nothing. Okay. And then we still have 15k. That turn was bonkers. I don't know if this guy's trying to play cool, but not only did I retire all of his rear guards, I dealt him 3 damage and blew through his guard. That was insane. This deck feels wildly efficient. And now he doesn't even get the critical. That's sad. All right, Matcha's good. Yeah, I agree with what Knight was saying earlier. The worst card seems to be his Iron Rod. But I still feel like she's necessary just because she counts as 2 for a sacrifice. God, I feel like I'm talking about Magic. That her and the main being able to count as two rear guards when retiring, it matters. I can tell you this as a dedicated Dino player up until D-Star, playing Tachikaze was knowing that God hates your guts. Just got the Aichi Icon deck IRL. That's awesome, Zakun. I didn't even know it was already out. Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind on Vanguard. Oh! Oh, did y'all hear that? That sounded amazing. 30k, will guard. 48, 56 to the front row. I'm just gonna take it. That's not good. Oh, wait. He only had 1 drive. I mean, he only had 1 damage. Well, that's going to change things now. I fucking hate OTs, man. They just shouldn't be a thing. They warp the game so much. All right. And now it is 2 to 4. And he still got 2 gorilla swings at me. There's so many triggers in this deck, man. So many triggers in this deck. And I have to use a PG here. Alright, Persona Ride. I gotta try and recover now. Alright, so let's do this. Remove, let's look at top 7. Let's call Blaster Dark. Blaster Dark, Energy Blast 3. Retire. We're gonna call Arian Rod. Skill. Draw a card, discard a card. We could discard Blaster Dark so we can get it back. Vanguard skill, Counterblast, retire. Retire. Plus 10k in crit. It's 5 to the VG. We're gonna go Counterblast 1 to call back Karen. 5 plus 5. Then we'll call Rugos, which also has power plus 5. Let's put that over here. No, it's gonna be 43 and 38. Leave it there. Brawler is such a one-turn deck. It does a lot of stupid shit, then runs out of gas. Really? I never ran out of gas at Brawlers. I always thought it was super strong. You're gonna get 10k when swinging at a grade 3. Is he not gonna reduce his power? Swing. I don't know if he reduces power and it's just not showing. The thing is that, like, this wouldn't have even been that much of a game, but he hit the OT. The OT is what would change the face of this game. I haven't seen anyone run Rugos, but that extra 10k shield from drop keeps you non-dead. Yeah. Okay, still need 10k more. Okay. Swing, skill, Soul Blast 1. Oh, wait. Hold on. And I have an extra 5k. Because he's at grade 3. All right, Twin Drive, first check, heal trigger. We needed that. Let's just send Karen. This is already 38, so we'll give it to Blaster. Second check, another heal trigger. Well, we're not dying now. And we'll give that over here. And then we're gonna go swing. One drive. Then we're gonna go at the rear. All right, and that's my turn. To be fair, I took a lot of damage and saw like no triggers. I still have seven triggers in deck. No, I lied. I've seen 7 triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 triggers left in deck. Just call me Ren Suzuki-Mori. Now, I do have a Rugos in the drop, but I can only use 1 a turn, so I gotta be careful with that. I have Maka to call a Blaster Dark. I have my Persona Ride. I do have this.
I went first this time, so I don't get the shield ticket. Reveal top one. He gets it because they're the same grade. Guys, I'm probably gonna have to call it after this game, unfortunately. So I will apologize for that. You guys restander again. You guys draw engine again. You got a big ass board. Guard and intercept. I should have double intercepted so that way he couldn't draw. Oh, he's not going to draw anyway because I'm going to guard this. I'll discard you because I want to be able to make a board. No, I lied. Bicarp's going. So now he doesn't draw. No, it's too. Natos took up way too long to achieve nothing in the end. Huh? 35 and 58, huh? So we'll go guard with these. And then we'll take that one. Oh, it's 58 for 2? I didn't realize that. I would have guarded differently. Wow. I would be insulted. I resolved 3 heal triggers. Persona Ride. Now I feel like Ren. I have so much Counterblast now. So we're going to call over this. Skill. Counterblast 1. We're going to call out Ren, our boy here. Skill. Energy Blast 3. Retire that guy. Then we're going to Counterblast 1. Call out Karen. Only thing that sucks is that I don't have any rear guards that count for extra. So if we want to use Phantom Blast, we're going to have to call extra cards. Which does hurt a little. Search a deck or drop for 1 blaster, 1 grade 1 or less with a Ren icon or a Blaster Dark. I wish this didn't because then I won't have a counter blast for him. Oh wait, yes I will. I definitely did this wrong because I shouldn't have called Karen. So let's go like this. Skill, counter blast. Let's call Arian Rod. Then we're gonna go skill and drop. Remove these. Counter charge. Then we're gonna go skill, counter blast, retire. We're gonna retire. Okay. Crit. R plus 10. R plus 5. Minus 5 to VG. Wait a second. Did the guy not use Rising Phoenix Engine and Brawlers? Looks like it. Alright, we're gonna go 30k to Vanguard. He still has a lot of advantage on me, so he might still win. Swing, skill, Soul Blast. Oh, whoops. Three drive, twin drive, first check. All right, now he should feel some type of way. Yeah. Damn, 3 PGs is crazy. One drive. Bruh. Even I'm like, dude, what happened? Damn, 4 PGs is crazy. Wait, what the fuck? How do you get a PG back in his hand? Oh, Legion. Right. I forgot about Legion. All right, GG. Pretty sure that's the game. I have like no guard left in hand. Are we revealing? He got the crit. Wait, he doesn't get the crit? Is this not? Oh, it's only. Is this only regarded as a Narukami when on the board? I'm pretty sure he still gets the crit. Oh. Well, that sucked. He healed. He's not happy. Crit? Nope. 1 damage. I'll just leave it like that. 43. I might not have enough. I still don't think I have enough to guard this. That's 48. That's 53. That's 38. 43. Nope. GG. I thought that guy was gonna crash out. All right, guys. We're gonna call it here for the stream. I could maybe get in one more game, but I think I'm just gonna call it. I gotta go give my daughter a ride. This deck is super fun. I think of all the icon decks, this might be my favorite. Which is funny because I mean I loved all of them. They were all super fun. I am surprised at how much I enjoyed Astro Poet, but this deck just felt like right at home. Seeing all the familiar faces and seeing how well they work together is just chef's kiss. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'll see you guys on next week for next week's stream. Come by the gaming stream. We'll be playing some Genshin on Friday. Because they just released a new story patch and I gotta catch up on it. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Then the following week will be Final Fantasy 14, and then we're gonna be starting Claire Obscure. So also, guys, I told you guys in my last Vanguard stream, doing some more Magic content. I'm actually gonna release a video tomorrow. If you guys are a Magic fan, please show me some love. I want to be able to add more consistent content because I'm having more fun with that with Magic than I have with other card games in a while. So I would really appreciate y'all's support. Anonymous, I didn't even know you were here. But welcome, and I'll see you guys later. Also, I'll be doing a video on this deck because this deck was super fun, so keep an eye out for that too. Later.